football game of the week is presented by
Wesley Mortgage, Medical House Calls, Tim Leeper Roofing, Omni Nashville Hotel, Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers.
Now, here's your WNSR MidState Checkdown High School Football broadcast crew, Coach Pete Cordelli and Joe Fisher.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro, with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative health care services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
When you're away from home and you want down-home cooking, Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel is the answer. Excellent, fresh, and local, just like Grandma used to make. Start your day with a Music City omelet and some prime rib hash, or a cast iron waffle with Nashville hot chicken. For those wanting variety, hit the biggest breakfast buffet in Music City. And of course, the world-famous Biscuit Bar. Start your day with the fresh, local, and down-home cooking of Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown. The Omni Nashville Hotel, located 5th Avenue downtown, and proud sponsor of the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, is Nashville's premier destination for the highest quality accommodations. Start your day with a cup of Bongo Java and the Biscuit Bar at Kitchen Notes. Indulge your taste with the best beef in Music City at Bob's Steak and Chop House. And wrap yourself in luxury at Macara Day Spa before enjoying a nightcap at Bar Lines. And when it comes time to host those holiday partings and gatherings of family, let the Omni Nashville Hotel take all the worry off your plate. Proud sponsor of the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, and located in the heart of Music City, the Omni Nashville Hotel is your only choice. The Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
It's a Bill King Show.
We created a rule decades ago on the show. Weddings, things of that nature, during the playing portion, do not get consideration. No. Don't do that. Weddings are meant for the spring. They do not get consideration during the playing portion of the season. That's just the way we work it around here. That's the way we play it around here.
Weekday mornings beginning at 6 on Sports Radio 560 on 95.9 FM.
Touchdown!
Oh, I like it.
It's up to you now. It's up to you.
I like it.
You're listening to WNSR's MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Pete Cordelli.
Scott Stidham. Scott, how you doing, man?
Doing great. I appreciate you having us on coming out tomorrow night.
Well, thank you. Looking forward to carrying the game. And we're going to do this every Friday night, whatever game that is. The head coaches are going to join this show the Thursday before to help preview it. Scott, tell me about your team. How do you feel about it right now heading into the season?
We're really excited about it. They've been working really hard through the winter and spring and summer, and ready to see how we stack up against a great program like Oakland. But our we got 21 seniors that have worked really hard to get to this point, and just some underclassmen. We got a bunch of kids that are about to start their first varsity game.
Sounds good.
So you don't know what will happen when those lights come on. They've been playing on Monday JV games and freshman games, so excited to see how they show up against a great team.
And I guess we all look to the quarterback, and you had a good one with Luke McNeely. Tell me about that position.
Well, we're going to start a sophomore. Matt Horner is going to be our starter. Matt's a three-sport athlete here. He played freshman football last year, dressed out for our state championship basketball team, and then also ran and jumped and threw in track. He might be a decathlete in the track and field team. So he's someone that we're excited about. He's got a bright future, but he's also a sophomore that's getting ready to go in. I told our coaches, I said, before we added anything for him, let's remember he's 15 years old. He rides his bike to school. He's not driving anywhere. So we're excited about him. He's had a great offseason and worked hard to win the job.
When you look at Oakland, that's a tall task. What do you have to do to be successful?
Well, we got somehow. They're so explosive. They got great team speed. USC flies over a lot of great football players to come to Murfreesboro to find one. So you got to be extra special to do that. And Coach Creasy does an outstanding job. But we got to try to limit their big plays the best we can and keep them from getting big chunks. Last year we played them, and when we were able to do that, we were able to contain them and give ourselves a chance.
Kevin, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Tell me about your team. How do you feel about it opening the season and what you think you have gotten done here in the preseason and how you feel about it heading into the season?
Well, we got a pretty good deal going here with our early opponents. Always want to play tough teams early. We've had a tough scrimmage schedule. You know, we went in spring with Knox Catholic. Here in the fall, we've gone with MBA and McCauley and Lipscomb Academy. So we've had some tough scrimmages and, you know, playing the independents this week. Well-coached team. Always, you know, coach always has them ready. Going to Texas next week to play Haywood County, a fourth-round playoff team next week. So, you know, we've kind of been tested already, but, man, there's nothing like a real game with referees and coaches on the sideline instead of in the huddle trying to help everybody out. And, you know, just got 11 teenagers out there trying to win a ball game. So it's a little different than scrimmages, but we played some tough guys trying to get ready for our first game.
Kevin, 3 state championships in a row, a runner-up on top of that, 4 years for this class of senior class who have had so much success. But now, how much pressure is on those, and you as well, to sustain that level of success, which is the top of the top?
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of pressure, and at the end of the day, that's how we want it. We wouldn't have it any other way. People expecting us to win, and you know, I think there's a standard here that's been set a long time ago, and our guys feel that pressure to kind of uphold their end of the bargain. So we feel like we're one of the most consistent teams in the state the last 10 years as far as winning ball games. And, you know, that's what you want as a coach. You want to win, and then, of course, at the same time, you want that pressure. You know, that pressure means somebody's relying on you to do things and get things done. And so our community, you know, they come out and they expect us to win. And, you know, sometimes a loss is one of the best things for us, but we want to get this thing started right, you know, and try to start off 1-0.
Yep. When you look at independence, what do you need to do to be successful?
Well, you know, D coordinator they got worked with me my first year over here, and I think the world of him. But at the same time, you know, I think he does some neat things on defense. He's got some pretty good players. You know, they got some length to them. They got a DB committed to MTSU, so that definitely got everybody's attention on this side of the field. They've got defensive end, outside linebacker that's 6'4", you know, makes a lot of noise, 6'5". And then, of course, quarterback, you know, I know he's just a sophomore, but he's a big, tall joker, too, that runs around and makes a lot of plays. So I think Coach Stedham always has them ready, and I think as far as big plays, I think we need to limit those guys to big plays, make sure they earn everything they get, and, you know, don't give them anything cheap or easy with turnovers or special teams.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
There aren't any cops around.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good.
Hey, I can hold my liquor. I drink and drive all the time.
If you put away some drinks, put away your keys. Fans don't let fans drive drunk.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Joe Fisher with play-by-play and Coach Pete Cordelli with color analysis. Now down to the field, and here is Joe Fisher.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here again, Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
this is Greg Pogue inviting you to come hang out every Saturday morning for 2 hours of shows from the iconic Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. First at 8 o'clock, 13th season of Prep Football Talk presented by Freeman Webb with co-host Coach Bubba Spears. Then following that at 9 from Roy's, it's the return of One-on-One with Greg Pogue, also presented by Freeman Webb. That's Saturday morning at 8 with Prep Football Talk. And then One-on-One with Greg Pogue at 9, all presented by Freeman Webb from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here again, Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original...
Hello, this is Greg Pogue. The first time I met Tim Leeper, owner of Tim Leeper Roofing, I didn't know I needed a roof on my home, but I recalled meeting Tim as a huge supporter of Hope Hines' annual charity golf tournament, and upon further research at timleeperroofing.com, that his long-based MidState company was a former recipient of Roofing Contractor of the Year in Tennessee. Now in these trying times, we all should seek a comfort level personally and professionally. So if you have roofing issues, either residential or commercial, I recommend Tim Leeper Roofing. Please give them a visit at timleeperroofing.com. Hey Nashville, start your day the right way with Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Bongo Java is Nashville's oldest local coffee company. Get your day started with a freshly baked muffin and wash it down with a hot cup of dark roast or hair of the dog blend. With free Wi-Fi, you can get some work done while enjoying a toasted breakfast sandwich. Beat the traffic. Treat yourself at Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown Music City.
You're listening to WNSR's MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Pete Cordelli.
was that time, 12 personnel, and all they did, they ran wedge blocking, Joe. Everybody stepped to the inside, and they're just mashing it, the Independence front right now, and getting some movement.
That was Avery Hainsworth with his first carry, the senior, 6'1", 190. Second down and 2. Two backs set, split behind the quarterback, Creasy, and the whistle will stop play before the snap.
Timeout, Oakland.
And I believe Oakland has decided to take a timeout. We'll take it as well with 11:01 left in the half. Oakland leading 14-0 on Sports Radio 560 and 95.9.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro, with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
Let's go.
Oh, I like it.
It's up to you now. It's up to you.
I like it.
You're listening to WNSR's Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Pete Cordelli.
Number 6 in the state by Max Preps, leading 14-0 over Independence. Patriots 149 yards of offense in this first half to Independence's 45. Explosive plays have been big for the Patriots, including a 77-yard touchdown pass, and a whistle is going to stop play again before the snap.
This is an equipment infraction. They're sending the tailback out because his knee pads are not in over his knees, and before the ball got snapped, the referee blew his whistle.
This was an issue for Oakland in their what we used to call a jamboree.
Yes.
They played Macon County. They had 8 different penalties called, and a lot of them were either knee pad issues or mouthpieces not in. So they're paying attention to that.
Usually, one of the assistant coaches on the sideline are assigned to check, make sure every player has all his pads.
They'll give on the delay on the draw inside the 30 to the 28-yard line is Hill, and that's going to be very close. I believe he's going to have enough to move the chains for a first down.
Yep. Reed Maxson on the tackle.
Boy, you look right up the middle. Givens, Stewart, Rose, the middle of that offensive line. And, Coach, Stewart at center, 260 pounds. They've got some beef up there.
Joe, and both guards are sophomores and the center's a junior.
Yeah.
27-yard line.
The future looks bright for the offensive line at Oakland.
They've had a good past. They have a good present and likely a good future.
Yes, sir.
First down from the Independence 27. 10:35 to go in the first half. Handoff, Hill trying the right side this time. Tries to get outside. They string it out nicely. Good pursuit by the Independence defense. Maybe giving up about a half a yard, but Coach played that really well pursuit-wise.
They sure did, and guys coming out of the secondary really did a nice job there, especially Hunter Mullen coming from his free safety spot, downhill, forcing the ball into the boundary there, and they lost yardage. Oh, excuse me, they gained 1 yard.
Maybe a half a yard on the play. I always look at the two deeps here, and Mullen is listed as their backup quarterback.
Yes.
So you've got him out there hitting guys and playing defense, but
when you don't have much depth, you have to play your best guys wherever you can play them.
2nd and 9, shotgun snap over the head, chasing it back to the 39, and he got on it at the 40-yard line. That's a huge break. Creasy was able to pounce on that football all the way back. They're officially going to mark it at the 39-yard line, so that will be a loss and set up a third down. Let's see, 5, 10, third down and about 14 after a loss of 13 on the play. Actually, third down and let's see, 5, 10, 22.
Yep.
Third and a lot.
Coach Creasy will not be happy with that at all. Now, talking about throwing it deep, I think we're going to see it.
Might be the time to do it. Ball back at the 39-yard line. Patriots need the 17-yard line for a first down. In the gun, Creasy. Straight drop. Now chased. Rolling left. Buys time. Fires incomplete. Little too tall for his intended receiver there. And he was looking for number 13 on the play. That was Kamani Bass. And that brings up a fourth down. Now a decision here for Oakland, Coach. Do you punt it, try to pin them deep? Do you take a shot anyway?
Well, number 9, Quentin Norfolk, is their punter. So I believe he's going off the field. I think they're going to go deep. They're going for it.
On your feet.
And you know what? That's confidence in your defense as well.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. 4th down and 22. Ball needs to get to the 17-yard line for a first down. Empty backfield. This is going to be a quick kick by the quarterback. It's going to bounce inside the 10, drift inside the 5, and it's going to glide just barely into the end zone. They just missed the opportunity to down at the 1. We've seen a lot more of that as well, Coach, over the recent years. That's a 39-yard punt, a 19-yard net with the ball going into the end zone.
You know, the defense, they're coming up to play pass, and they don't have a deep safety there. But your sprinter on the right side going down there, he almost downed that ball on the 1.
Yep. Just barely got through him, so Independence will start at the 20.
Nice call by Coach Creasy.
Boy, you sense this is an important drive for the Eagles. They're down 14-0. Had a great drive to open the game, but came up empty on a missed field goal. On first down, handoff on the delay across the 20 to about the 23-yard line.
Handoff to Calvin Wall.
Calvin Wall with a carry and the gain of 3. He'll bring up second down and 7.
Sanders on the tackle.
Inside zone to the right. Nice job that time by the right guard, Wade Matheny, and the right tackle, Russell Garges. Garges is a senior right tackle. His brother, JR, is the junior left tackle.
That's right. Wall 4 carries, 9 yards here in the early going for Independence. Second down and 8. Give on the delay. Wall's going to be dragged down from behind, shy of the 25-yard line. Good pursuit there by the Oakland defense, and I believe that was
79
Sanders there along with Dre Oldham to make the tackle and bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Well,
3rd down and 6.
Boy, you look at this Oakland defensive line, Coach. Senior. Linebackers, senior. They got veterans on that side of the ball.
They've played a lot of football for the Oakland Patriots.
Independence 2 for 4 on 3rd down tonight. This is a 3rd and 6. Horner going to option pitch, and spinning out of a tackle at the 25, but drops shy of the first down at the 26-yard line.
Number 30,
Again, good pursuit by the Patriots. He made the first man miss, Coach, but he couldn't make the 2nd and 3rd miss, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Number 7, Taurus Allen, from his defensive end position, plays flat down the line of scrimmage and shows a burst to the ball carrier there to make the tackle to keep the ball carrier from getting the first down. Excellent effort by Allen.
The punter is Andrew Bingham. He is a senior. He is committed to the Air Force Academy. He's standing back inside his own 15-yard line. Oakland sends a man back to the 40. That punt is away. High, wobbly, going to take a bounce at the 45. It's going to take an Eagles bounce and then turn laterally and be down at the 37-yard line, where the Patriots will start first down and 10 with 6:52 left to go in the opening half. 37-yard punt and no return. And so Oakland will start first down from their own 37, leading 14-0.
I believe Coach Creasy got after the center and the offensive line there after that bad snap, which created the minus 13 yards. That is not a good sign for this Oakland offense.
Creasy 2 for 3 passing for 89 yards. Of course, the big chunk was the 77-yard touchdown. 2 receivers lined up, split to the left. Handoff over the right side, pushing across the 40 to the 41 is Craig Tutt, the junior.
Yep.
He'll have a gain of about 4 yards on the play.
Tutt also the free safety. So,
yep.
Again, these players for Oakland, they have to play both sides of the football. And this is just something that Coach Creasy's believed in for years and has had great success with.
Well, you know, in the high school game, you know, even if you have depth, if you have outstanding athletes, they've got to play. And these guys are used to playing both sides of the ball.
The more things you can do for your team, the more valuable you become.
Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 from the Oakland 41-yard line. Snapping the give on the delay, and this time, boy, really good defense inside, but breaking a tackle is Tutt. He's going to get a couple of yards out of nothing before he's dragged back. He actually was hit back at the 40-yard line, but was able to wiggle free and gain a couple of yards on the play and bring up 3rd and 5.
Impressed by the Independence linebackers there, getting downhill, getting penetration that time, making contact, but Tutt accelerating his feet on contact and getting yards after contact.
You know, the senior linebacker in the middle, Eli Ballman, after high school, he said he wants to play rugby, either overseas or in college. So I think contact is kind of something he likes. 3rd and 4, rolling out is Creasy, throwing to the sideline, pass caught, 1st down, and dragged out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Wide open, just camped out on the sideline, a little spot route there, Coach, and making the catch in a nice gain. They're going to mark him out officially at the 41, a gain of 17.
Oakland went with twins to the right that time. The outside receiver ran a go route, taking the corner with him, but there was no flat defender. The inside receiver, quick out, 5 yards deep, caught it, turned upfield. Again, yards after catch.
Yep.
1st down, Oakland.
I think it was Bass with the reception, his 2nd catch, and now Creasy 106 yards passing, 3 of 4 on the night. 1st down from the Independence 41, straight handoff, good pursuit, and a tackle for a loss of a yard on the play. That time, as that was Blaze Katina getting back there, the outside linebacker to lead the charge for a loss of 1.
Blaze Katina is a good-looking young man, tall, athletic, lanky, and he's got a burst. Nice job getting downhill by Katina.
6'4", 225, and a junior.
Yes.
2nd and 11 for the Patriots. 4:50 to go in this opening half. Oakland leading Independence 14-0. 2 wide left, 1 right. Shotgun formation. Play action fake. They try to set up a little screen to Bass, to the 40, to the 35. He's dragged down by Katina at the 32. He's going to be a couple of yards shy of the 1st down.
That's an answer against the blitz. When you're getting pressure, you go to the screen, and Oakland runs it as good as anyone as they get their left tackle, left guard out to block, create the seam inside. Nice running by this young man.
Boy, if you got that kind of speed outside, it's just hard to defend.
Can't coach speed, Joe. You can't coach speed. I mean, it's a killer.
Sideline warning against Oakland.
Sideline warning.
That's been another point of emphasis over the last couple of years. Just trying to get those guys back off the field of play, get them off that wide white stripe that's on the sideline.
Side judges have gotten beat up as they're running to try to make a call.
Exactly.
And there's a guy standing. It becomes dangerous for those guys.
3rd down and a short 3. And early movement, and I believe Oakland jumped on the offensive line. A little bit of confusion. They were going to snap it, Coach. I believe they were going to snap it directly to the running back instead of to the quarterback, and things got a little confused.
T.T. Hill was back there in the Wildcat formation, and, when you change, the cadence is off a little bit. So the right tackle moved before the ball was snapped. Lost yardage play for Oakland.
Second penalty on the Patriots, but instead of a 3rd and 3, now you're looking at a 3rd and 8. With the ball back at the 37-yard line, maybe 3rd and 7 we'll call it. And once again, Hill's going to take the high snap on his own. He's going to run left. He's going to hit the 30-yard line, and depending on the spot, he is very close to a 1st down. Coach, they didn't change the plan. They just put him back there, direct snapped it, kind of a Wildcat thing.
Yep.
To Hill again, and let's see where they mark it.
Holding.
And there's a penalty that's going to nullify this.
Oakland.
And Oakland is called for the penalty, so this is coming back.
Holding call here. It's another 10 yards from the spot of the hold. Creasy's back in now, quarterback. And
well, what was 3rd and 3 is now 3rd and 16.
It's 3rd down.
Oakland's really shooting themselves in the foot in these last 2 series with these bad snaps, penalties, lost yardage plays.
Oakland 2 for 3 on 3rd down so far tonight. 3:15 to go in the 1st half. Oakland leading 14-0. Facing a 3rd and 17. Creasy to throw. Steps up. Now looking outside, rolling right. Now he's going to try to find a place to hide. Breaks away from one, can't break away from the second, and dragged down at the 43-yard line, well short of the first down. Creasy did a good job of eluding the first couple of rushers, but Independence kept coming, and credit them, Coach, good coverage downfield.
Well, and then you're starting to get pressure now with the down three, who are starting to get upfield and beat this Oakland offensive line to get to the quarterback. Creasy had no one open, so he had to get upfield.
Number 9, Norfolk.
This is a big punter right here.
Yes.
Quentin Norfolk, 6 foot 245. Standing back inside the Patriots' 45-yard line. Takes the good snap. High kick angling to the far side. Fair catch is requested. They let it bounce. It actually takes an Independence bounce and is down at about the 23-yard line where the Eagles will start. They'll have 2:08 left to go in the half after a 20-yard punt.
Norfolk is a one-step punter. He catches it, steps with his left foot, and then he kicks it with his right. He doesn't take any more steps. I was watching him pregame. It's one step, and wherever it goes, it's going.
Well, he plays about 5 positions for them, so he doesn't have a lot of time to put in on the punting game.
Exactly. And I don't think Oakland plans on punting a whole lot.
Yeah, well, let's see.
But you know what? Independence's defense has done an excellent job the last 2 series.
Sure have. Depends now. 2:08 left. Eagles have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Oakland, by the way, still has 2 timeouts remaining. So keep that in mind. If the Patriots were to get a quick stop, might be able to try to get the ball back one more time. Horner with the give. Big hole up the middle across the 30 out to the 33-yard line. And a nice burst on the carry there by Calvin Wall. He's going to get about 8 yards on first down.
Again, Wall starts on the right side, running between the center and the right guard. A-gap, cuts it back left between the left guard and the center, and bursts upfield for 8 yards.
It puts Independence over 100 yards in total offense in this first half. Little late option pitch to the right. That play was kind of doomed from the beginning, and the tackle made for a loss of a yard back at the 30-yard line. That's one of those, Coach. Spacing wasn't very good. The quarterback pitched to the tailback, who was about 3 feet away from him.
He pitched it too quickly. If he keeps coming down the line to expand the defense, there might be a seam in there for him to turn up. But Tutt came from the free safety position for Oakland and forced that ball back inside to the pursuit.
Independence 2 for 5 on third down. This is a 3rd down and 4. Clock is running, 1:03 left. I'm a little surprised Oakland didn't call a timeout here. They might after this play, depending on what happens. Horner to throw, going to send it on a fly route down the sideline, intercepted. Intercepted at the 45-yard line and taking it back the other way to the far side to midfield, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35. Penalty flags are thrown about 40 yards away from where the ball is. They're thrown on the other side of the field. The interception by Kyrie Gaynor, but let's see. The penalty is away from the football, Coach. A 19-yard return. It was a little bit of
number 20 for Oakland blocked. As soon as the ball was caught on the interception, he turned and just drove an Independence offensive player into the ground and then stayed on top of him right in front of the official.
And again, this was 30 or 40 yards away from where the ball was. So this is a personal foul against the Patriots. Boy, this hurts. Instead of the ball being marked down at about the 30-yard line, they're going to walk this back from the spot of the foul. Should take it back somewhere close to the 45-yard line. You expect to see some of these kind of things in the early games, I guess, Coach. But I know coaches don't really like it.
At some point, you have to be smart in the decisions you make, especially when you see the interception. Just turn and shield the guy. You don't have to pile drive him into the ground now. This isn't WWE.
Oakland 115 through the air, 83 on the ground, so almost 200 yards of total offense in this first half. And on first down, they're going to give on a little crossbuck action to the outside to the 40, down the sideline 35-30 and dragged out of bounds. That's a big gain on first down and stops the clock going out of bounds with 38.7 seconds remaining on the carry by Kamani Bass.
Bass is quick.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. What speed. What speed. He reminds me of Rocket Ishmael when we had the Rocket Notre Dame.
That's high praise.
Rock was 5'8", 162 pounds as a freshman. But, gosh, he could run.
Well, his size didn't matter if nobody can catch him or hit him. First down from the Independence 28-yard line. High snap. Creasy has plenty of time. He's going to turn and fire to the right side. Has a man. The pass is caught. Did he get in? Yes. Touchdown, Oakland.
Complete to Brown.
Pass was caught just inside the sideline at about the 2-yard line and easing his way in for the touchdown. And Oakland builds the lead to 20-0. Michael Brown with a catch.
The tight end on the right runs a post. The outside receiver on the left runs a go. And Brown ran a 15-yard stop, and then the ball was thrown deep, and Brown makes the adjustment. Nice throw by Creasy to throw Brown open for the touchdown.
Second touchdown pass of the evening for Creasy, and a big bonus of points on the 28-yard scoring pass with 32.9 seconds remaining, and the Patriots build their advantage now to 21-0 with just over 30 seconds left in the half. That's a big one.
That's huge. This Oakland team is explosive because of the speed that they have, but good protection by the offensive line. Creasy does a nice job of looking to the tight end on the post, coming to the middle, and then to the right side, finding Brown open and throwing him open down the field.
Well, you know, we're so happy for all of our sponsors to help make this possible.
Yes.
Wesley Mortgage, you can visit wesleymortgage.com. Medical House Calls, medicalhousecalls.com or 615-838-2375. Of course, strikeandspare.com. You can find a location near you. TimLeeperRoofing.com or 615-560-7734. And our good friends at the Omni Nashville Hotel, Todd Rodemel, Barline Sports Bar, Kitchen Notes, the Biscuit Bar, and so much more.
Does Medical House Calls make press box calls?
They might. They very well might. I got the phone number right here.
Number 80, Landon Greathouse, deep to receive for the Eagles.
So Oakland to kick the ball away with 32.9 seconds remaining. And let's see if they're going to kick it deep, and they will.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be fielded at the 8-yard line, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, and that's about all. Maybe the 27-yard line. A little scrum takes place. They push forward to about the 29. Clock continues to run. Now stops with 21.6 seconds remaining. And if you're Independence, Coach, I'm just wondering if you just take a knee and get out of here and not risk any further damage after a 20-yard return.
Especially with the ball on your own 29, and you're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Right.
So don't risk it.
Horner, the sophomore quarterback, 2 of 4 passing, 26 yards, 1 interception. He'll open up in the pistol formation here.
Yep.
And just going to give on a delay. And the Patriots defense was in the backfield waiting for that. And that's very likely going to be the final play of the first half.
That almost was a fumble.
Yep.
Horner didn't want to leave the football go in the back, kept pulling it. So,
but he's already headed to the sideline, realizing he's not going to call another play in this half. So Oakland, Coach, I kind of think as advertised. You know, they come in ranked top 10 in the state, maxpreps.com, and most of the other polls. You know, they won 3 straight national championships. They lost in the championship game last year. The word dynasty gets thrown around where they're kind of building one. They've got something going. So I don't think there's a big surprise that really they kind of dominated this first half.
And we have not seen the USC commit, Dwayne Morishette. So we don't know if this if it's injury or what it is, but Oakland is explosive without this USC commit playing for them tonight.
Yeah, we may be able to hopefully find out here at some point whether Morris is going to play or not. But nonetheless, first half, a solid performance for the Patriots of Oakland as they lead Independence by a score of 21-0. Will Brown will come back with halftime scores and much more for you right after this on Sports Radio 560 and 95.9 FM.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative healthcare services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
When you're away from home and you want down-home cooking, Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel is the answer. Excellent, fresh, and local, just like Grandma used to make. Start your day with a Music City omelet and some prime rib hash, or a cast iron waffle with Nashville hot chicken. For those wanting variety, hit the biggest breakfast buffet in Music City. And of course, the world-famous Biscuit Bar. Start your day with the fresh, local, and down-home cooking of Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
It's a Bill King Show.
If I ever told you my disdain for spring games, they are useless, they are irrelevant, they are not representative of a real college football game, nor does it tell you what you need to be looking out for once your team gets on the field for fall games that do count, that do go in the record books, and do mean something.
Weekday mornings beginning at 6 on Sports Radio 560 on 95.9 FM.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Tennessee at highschoolofficials.com.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Now back to the field for second half kickoff. Joe Fisher with play-by-play and Coach Pete Cordelli with color analysis. Now down to the field, and here is Joe Fisher.
We are here at halftime, WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week. Our current score, Oakland 21, Independence yet to get on the board. It's been all Oakland passing the football, running the football. That's where they've had most of their success. Well, that's where they're most successful, when they run the football. Get to a few more scores around the Mid-State. Right now, Ravenwood on top of Alcoa, the defending 3A state champions, 13-9. Father Ryan, 14. John Overton, 9. Last score update I got for that one. Morristown East, 19. Morristown West, 7 at games at the halfway point. Station Camp, 14 beats 10 down in Sumner County. Red Bank, 14. Tyner Academy, 7. Lebanon all over Antioch right now, 15-0. That game halfway through. Some other scores. Knoxville Webb, 21-13 over Battleground Academy. This is the debut of Bobby Ball at Battleground Academy. Bobby Bentley, the new head coach at BGA. So right now, team down by 9. Springfield blanking Greenbrier 27-0. Sevier County 28. Carter with only 1 touchdown on the board with 7 points. Loudoun 42. Greenback 6. That's a final here tonight. South Fulton 14. Ballard Memorial 6. Waiting to get a score update from Tennessee Heaton Innsworth. And a lot of good games going on here. Lincoln County 14, Richland 7, Jackson Southside 8, Ripley 7, Coffee County out of Manchester, Tennessee, shutting out Franklin County right now 28-0. Collierville 13, Riverside 0, Mount Pleasant 20, Wayne County 6, Kirkwood 20, Sycamore yet to get on the board. Hillsboro, the Fighting Anthony Browns out there on top of McGavick 12-0. So it's been an interesting first half. Independence came out on their first drive, fumbled the football. Oakland would score on their opening possession, but it's just been all Oakland Patriots. This is a team that lost to Houston in the 6A state final last year, a team with a lot of good running backs. T.T. Hill, Dwayne Morris, a young man who's yet to play here this evening, but at the rate this game is going, I mean, probably no need for him. Houston, 17, Briarcrest Christian, 3. Houston, the defending 6A state champions out of that division. Lebanon, 15, Antioch, 0. Millington Central, 14. St. Benedict of Arbondale out of Cordova, Tennessee, right outside of Memphis, 14-7. Millington Central with the lead there. Memphis University School down to Bartlett 7-0, the number 12 ranked team in the state according to Max Prep. Mount Juliet all over Cane Ridge right now, 29-0. This is a Cane Ridge team that has been struggling lately in the last couple of years, and it's interesting to see. You have Antioch High School who struggled for years. Made the playoffs for the first time, I want to say since 2016, albeit going 4-6. They won the 4 important games, which were in their region. Cane Ridge only won 2 games last year, but had a chance to go to the playoffs. Weren't able to do anything in the playoffs last year, but that Coach Eddie Woods-led team, don't be surprised if this team finds their way to a better season than they had last year. Coach Broom, in his first year at Antioch, and right now they are currently down 15-0 over Lebanon, another school with a really tough schedule. Some scores, if you can find them for me. Franklin Road Academy, Kenwood, I know that's going to be a good matchup. Would love to get a score update from that one. Union County, Gibbs, that game in process. Haven't gotten a score update from that game either, but that is a game of note. Some other scores around the state of Tennessee. South Green and David Crockett tied at 13. Pigeon Forge 20. Hampton 8. Marion County 19. East Ridge has yet to get on the board. So week 1 of TSSAA high school football. It's good to see not a lot of blowouts here in the Mid-State, but some good games going on. And I like the point that was made by our color analysts. These teams are getting tired of playing each other when it comes to just scrimmaging and jamborees. You want to go out there and hit someone in an opposite color uniform. And just got another score update. Right now, it's all Ravenwood, 20-9 over Alcoa. Alcoa, the 3A state champion. So what we'll do, we'll take it back to the guys. We'll stay right here and keep going. But William Blount, 36, Austin East 6, Clinton 13 down to Cleveland High School 21-13. The MyTV 30 game of the week, Page and Giles County. That game almost at the halfway point. Page 7, Giles County yet to get on the board. And Independence will play Page next week. So looking at the total offense right now, just one-sided. Oakland 246, Independence 57. So right now, Oakland dominating as many thought that they would in week 1. East Robinson all over the upstart Liberty Creek program, 23-0. That game is in the second quarter. Hendersonville 7, Gallatin yet to get on the board. 2 really good Sumner County schools. Those are 2 teams. They're going to play each other to the end no matter what their records are. And a surprising score. Now, last year, Coach Damian Harris was in his first season as the head coach of East Nashville. They would then go on and lose to Alcoa in a 3A state championship game. They beat Pope John Paul Preparatory School, also known as JP2, 45-6 last year. Score update that I just got, JP2 21, East Nashville 7. So, tale of 2 seasons so far, and East Nashville enjoying that new turf over there on the east side of the city. try to get you a few more scores before we go back to the guys. Antioch just getting on the board halfway through the second quarter. New score 15-6. So no shutout for the Bears in this game. But Father Ryan, 28-0. That's a new score update over John Overton. And those two schools not separated by too many miles. I want to say those schools about 3 miles apart. They're kind of in that Franklin Road area. Some other games to note: Stewart's Creek, Tullahoma. Love to get an update from that. Riverdale, Smyrna. The aforementioned Hillsborough, McGavick. Hillsborough 12-0 over McGavick right now. DeKalb County 14, Warren County 7. Maryville all over Heritage right now, 44-0. And those are some scores around the Mid-State and around the state of Tennessee. So what we'll do, we'll thank our sponsors: Wesley Mortgage, Medical House Calls, Tim Leeper Roofing, Omni Nashville Hotel, and Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers. We'll take a break, take it back to the guys, and then the second half will be underway. You are listening to the WNSR Mid-State Checkdown Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
There aren't any cops around.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good.
Hey, I can hold my liquor. I drink and drive all the time.
If you put away some drinks, put away your keys. Fans don't let fans drive drunk.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue inviting you to come hang out every Saturday morning for 2 hours of shows from the iconic Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. First at 8 o'clock, 13th season of Prep Football Talk presented by Freeman Webb with co-host Coach Bubba Spears. Then following that at 9 from Roy's, it's the return of One-on-One with Greg Pogue, also presented by Freeman Webb. That's Saturday morning at 8 with Prep Football Talk. And then One-on-One with Greg Pogue at 9, all presented by Freeman Webb from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville.
Welcome back to the Mid-State Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Now back to the field for second half kickoff. Joe Fisher with play-by-play and Coach Pete Cordelli with color analysis. Now down to the field, and here is Joe Fisher.
Halftime at Independence High School, and the Oakland Patriots lead Independence by a score of 21-0. Joe Fisher, Pete Cordelli with you. Our stat man Todd Berry with his stats for the first half, and as you can imagine, in a 21-0 game, they all lean Oakland's way. Patriots 103 yards rushing, 143 yards passing, so 246 of total offense with 8 first downs. They were penalized 4 times for 45 yards, and a couple of those penalties I'm sure the coaching staff not real happy about. You know, they had some issues. Had one was an equipment issue. Had one that was a block that just wasn't necessary that took place about 30 yards away from where the ball was. So I'm sure those are some coaching points that will come up. On third downs, Oakland was 2 for 4 on third down. They had 1 punt for 39 yards, and they also had 1 interception in the first half. Independence 31 yards on the ground, 26 yards through the air. Most of those came in their opening drive. After Oakland had taken a 7-0 lead, Independence actually marched downfield, had a 20-yard pass completion on a third down to move the chains, got down inside the red zone, but then missed a 31-yard field goal attempt, and that really, you could kind of sense, took a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the Eagles because they had marched downfield, had some good offensive plays, were in position to just answer with some points, did not do so, and Oakland responded with a big play, a 77-yard touchdown pass to Hill that kind of helped stretch the lead and then moved it to where it is now at 21-0. Independence with 31 yards rushing, 26 yards passing, 3 first downs. They were penalized once in the first half. fumbled twice, lost one. Were 2 for 5 on third downs in the first half. Individually for Oakland, Creasy, the quarterback, was 5 of 6 passing for 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. They didn't ask him to put the ball up much, but when he did, he was very effective, especially that 77-yard bomb that was right on target behind the Independence defense for the second touchdown for the Patriots. Creasy rushes for 4 yards, Tutt for 7. Hill, the leading rusher, 7 carries, 39 yards, and a touchdown. Bass, actually, the leading rusher with yardage, 2 carries, but 43 yards. Barty with the reception. Actually, they have 5 different receivers with a reception. Hill with a touchdown of 77 yards. Brown with a touchdown of 28 yards for Oakland. Individually for Independence, Horner passing 2 for 4. The sophomore, 26 yards, 1 interception. Horner, 6 carries and a fumble, 6 yards, 4 carries and a fumble for him. Wall, their leading rusher, with 19 yards. Leading receiver with 20 yards on 1 reception is Braxton Alexander. But as you can look at their numbers, you know, with 57 yards of total offense, Oakland has just kind of had their way with them defensively. And now really tough uphill climb for Independence here, trailing 21-0. Independence will get the football to open the third quarter, and this is going to be a very important drive for them to try to find a way to get a little bit of momentum and get back into this thing. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take a break right now. We will come back and have the second half for you from Independence. Oakland leading 21-0 over Independence on Sports Radio 560 and 95.9 FM.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit, 800-328-9696. That's 800-328-9696.
Hello, this is Greg Pogue. The first time I met Tim Leeper, owner of Tim Leeper Roofing, I didn't know I needed a roof on my home, but I recalled meeting Tim as a huge supporter of Hope Hines' annual charity golf tournament, and upon further research at timleeperroofing.com, that his long-based MidState company was a former recipient of Roofing Contractor of the Year in Tennessee. Now in these trying times, we all should seek a comfort level personally and professionally. So if you have roofing issues, either residential or commercial, I recommend Tim Leeper Roofing. Please give them a visit at timleeperroofing.com. Hey Nashville, start your day the right way with Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Bongo Java is Nashville's oldest local coffee company. Get your day started with a freshly baked muffin and wash it down with a hot cup of dark roast or hair of the dog blend. With free Wi-Fi, you can get some work done while enjoying a toasted breakfast sandwich. Beat the traffic. Treat yourself at Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown Music City.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Now back to the field for second half kickoff. Joe Fisher with play-by-play and Coach Pete Cordelli with color analysis. Now down to the field, and here is Joe Fisher.
Thank you, John Young. Good to have you with us from Independence High School. We get set for quarter number 3. The Oakland Patriots leading Independence by a score of 21-0. Joe Fisher, Coach Pete Cordelli with you. Our statistician, Todd Berry. Our producer, engineer, Adam Johnson. Will Brown in the studio. Hal running the controls back in the studio and getting ready for this second half. And, Coach, boy, Independence is going to get the ball to open this third quarter. And you hate to say must score, but sure feels like it.
No doubt about it, Joe. And it's kind of interesting as I walk down onto the field during halftime. I tried to ask some of the Oakland coaches if we're going to see Dwayne and Dwayne Morris, and they were like, we don't know. It's like, yeah, I understand. You know, Coach Creasy's going to play it close to the vest. But it'll be interesting to see if Independence will open the offense up and start to throw it a little bit more. And you know, they hit a hitch on the side they hit the third down pass. But I think if they give this young quarterback an opportunity, he'll be able to put the ball where it has to be.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they do that. And what you were talking about, Dwayne Morris, the outstanding player for Oakland, Southern Cal commit.
Yes.
Over 2,500 yards of total offense last year. And we haven't seen it. There were some that said that he was on the field for the first play. I don't recall that. That may or may not be the case, but we certainly didn't see him after that throughout the first half. And everybody, at least at this point, and as you said, it's no surprise guys are going to be a little tight-lipped during the game on whether it's an injury, whatever the situation might be.
He was on the field for warm-up. I watched him. I mean, he caught passes. He ran routes, ran some running plays, took some handoffs and things like that. But, again, that's an internal issue, which I'm sure that Coach Creasy will address after the game. But you know what? They're still explosive.
Yes, they've got some other weapons, and we saw that. Certainly, Hill getting behind the defense on a 77-yard touchdown strike, and we'll see Independence will get the ball first here to open this third quarter, really needing to score to make some things happen. Tomorrow, Saturday on WNSR, starts off with the Bassmaster Fishing Show at 7 o'clock. And then broadcasting live from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. Prep Football Talk, Greg Pogue and Coach Bubba Spears at 8. That's followed by one-on-one with Greg Pogue at 9. Then the JBKB Podcast Show, John Burton and Keith Bullock along with Patton Cook at 10 o'clock. And then later on Saturday, Nationals and Braves. Braves trying to make a little run here at the end of the season, and that game is at 6:05 tomorrow night on WNSR.
You talk about a team that's had to overcome some adversity. Oh, my goodness. Joe, you've been doing this a long time, and the one thing that can derail any team in any sport, injury.
No doubt about it. Oakland will kick off. They will move right to left as you listen. And Independence in their navy jerseys, gold helmets, white pants, getting set to receive the kickoff. And it's on the way. It's a line drive, angling near side, fielded at the 6, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, maybe to the 27. And that's about all. And that is Tutt with the carry out there. And that's where the Eagles will start first down. Excuse me, that is Calvin Wall to the 27-yard line.
You know what? It's executed extremely well. The ball's put on the left hash. The kicker kicks it down to the numbers on the left side, and then everybody from the field squeezes the ball into 1/3 of the field. Excellent coverage by Oakland.
21 yards on the return. First down. Sophomore quarterback Matthew Horner. 2 for 4 passing, an interception in the first half. Little play action give, running left to the 30-yard line. That's about all. A gain of 3 on the play, and that's Braxton Alexander. Little crossbuck action. They come to the left. Alexander stood up at the 30, maybe the 31-yard line.
Yeah, a little misdirection there. The wing on the left comes back, and the halfback on the right goes left. But guess what? This Oakland defense, they are playing read and react.
Well, Norfolk standing there waiting for it to come to him.
I'm sorry, what a player he is.
Gain of about 3 on the play. Second down and 7. Just underway, third quarter, Oakland leading 21-0. Horner to throw. Looks near side. Pass is caught. 35 breaking to the 40. To the 45 midfield. Dragged down from behind. Slung out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Reception made there by Q Stansel, the senior. His first catch tonight, 27 yards. That was just a little hitch, Coach, and he was there and made the turn and made a couple of people miss.
Yeah, Kyrie Gaynor missed the tackle right there, but Stansel did a great job of catching the football, feeling the corner on his hip, and then turning upfield. Explosive play for Independence. Nice job here to start this drive.
Stansel, 4 catches all last year for 75 yards and a touchdown. First down, Eagles. From the 42-yard line, pass over the middle. Caught. That's going to be close to a first down. Down to about the 32-yard line. The reception by Cole Romine. And let's see where they're going to mark it. It might be just a touch shy. Let's give him 9 yards on the play.
Independence in 2-by-2. They have 2 receivers left, 2 right. The slot on the right comes in motion. That's Romine. He turns up inside in a timing route. Very well executed by Horner. Puts the ball right on the numbers. Gain of 9.
Gain of 9. Second down and 1. Approaching 10 minutes left, third quarter. Independence trying to get on the board here. Little option pitch, a late one to the 40. Hesitation to the 35, made a man miss to the 30, but everybody, his whistles are stopping play. Whistles are stopping play. The Independence coaches are furious that whistles stopped play when they had a nice gain coming around the right side. Boy, and the coaching staff for Independence is not happy.
Another missed tackle by the left corner here, Kyrie Gaynor, which allowed that ball to get upfield, and then Tutt comes over from his feet, free safety position, but Horner does a nice job of waiting until the last second to pitch that football.
The whistle came from the other side of the field, whatever it was, and now the officials, referee Billy Feldman and his crew, having a conversation at the 35-yard line, but everybody to the left side of the field, Coach, stopped play. They knew a whistle blew coming this way where the play was being run. Independence was still, they thought the play was active.
Yes.
You have a Visa debit card in the press box. Please come.
In all your years of doing football, how many inadvertent whistles have you seen?
174.
No question. No question.
Let's see. Billy Feldman's trying to give an indication. I don't know how he can explain this without a microphone. I believe he's just going to have to walk over and talk to Independence head coach Scott Stidham. But before he gets over here, he's going to have a conversation with another member of his crew.
Unfortunate for Independence.
It was going to be a first down. They had a really nice gain. It was going to be inside the 30-yard line. And now Billy Feldman's going to come over, and they're actually going to mark the ball at the 30-yard line. So it means they are going to give them credit for the play. And I guess an inadvertent whistle that stopped the play before actually the play had ended. So they will get credit for the carry to the 30-yard line. It will be an Independence first down. So I guess if you're the Eagles, at least you got something out of it.
Welcome to the first game of the year.
First down from the Oakland 30-yard line. Empty backfield. 2 wide left, 1 right. Horner to throw. Fires hook pass caught to the 25 inside the 20. That'll be a first down to the 19. Little quick hookup and the reception made by Alexander. And that'll move the chains into the red zone at the 19.
A little 3-by-1 set, 3 receivers to the left, trips, and the inside receiver goes down, stops at 8 yards. Horner puts the ball right on him, and there's no defender there. So Independence has found something against this zone coverage.
And trying to get it out of his hands quickly, aren't they, Coach? They don't want to get
right. He got pressured that time again.
First down from the 19-yard line of the Patriots. Empty backfield. Horner is going to give. Running right inside the 20, inside the 15, swallowed up at the 14-yard line. After the carry, that's Alexander on the jet sweep, tackled by Caleb Ellison, the middle linebacker, but a gain of 5 on first down.
Again, now you've got this defense running sideways, but the inside fake holds those linebackers. But again, we see the speed of Caleb Ellison. It's a 5-yard gain. I mean, when you can get 5 on first down, that's excellent.
Well, we said this seemed to be a must-score drive for Independence to try to get back in this game. They've worked it to the 14-yard line. Second down and 5, 8:50 to go third quarter, trailing 21-0. Pistol formation. Late give and a tackle is made right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of a yard on the handoff where they gave it to Nieves, and he was met immediately for a loss of a yard.
Yeah, Justin Barber, the outside linebacker, no one blocked him. I mean, he came free. If Horner's really reading that, if he keeps that, he might score.
Instead, he faces a third down and 6.
You have to like what Coach Stidham and the Independent staff did at halftime with the adjustments here.
Independence 2 for 6 on third down. This is a 3rd and 6. Ball needs to get just inside the 10-yard line to move the chains. Pistol formation. Nieves is the tailback. Horner to throw. Fires to the end zone. Broken up. Incomplete. There to play defense, and right there to make the play was Kyrie Gaynor. And that'll bring up a 4th down decision now for Stidham.
Receiver on the right side into the short side. Runs a slant. But Gaynor at the last minute, he gets his left hand extended and knocks that ball away. there was some thought he might have hooked him with his right hand, but he did not. Excellent coverage by Gainer.
Interesting decision here to go for the field goal to try to get points on the board with 7:55 left in the third quarter. This is a 32-yard attempt by Majewski, who missed one earlier, and now a penalty flag, and that's going to cost him 5. That happened on their previous field goal attempts.
And he was wide right. But what Oakland is doing is they're stemming their defensive line. As soon as the center puts his hands on the ball, the linemen are moving, and all of a sudden the guard jumped. That's the second. You're exactly right. Second time it happened.
So now it's a 37-yard attempt just inside the right hash for Landrick Majewski. Romine is the holder. Kick is blocked. Kick is blocked by the Patriots. They scoop it up. Tackle made at the 34-yard line. Patriots blocked the punt, or blocked the field goal attempt. Jordan Gray scooped up the block, was tackled at the 33, but once again, Independence with a nice drive comes up empty.
Cullen Williams comes with penetration off the left side of the Independence line that time. But Joe, again, the snap was high and slow. And I'll tell you, Williams got a great jump, blocks it, and my goodness. Missed field goal first half. Now you have a blocked field goal in the second half.
Yep, really disheartening for the Eagles, obviously, as they will now see the Patriots go on offense first down from their 34-yard line. Creasy is the quarterback, 5 of 6 passing, 143 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. Patriots leading 21-0, and Creasy looking to throw on first down, fires to the far sideline and just out of the reach of his intended receiver. It'll be 2nd and 10. Well, I wondered, Coach, at this point, up 21-0, defense playing really well. If you just keep the ball on the ground and just try to methodically march this thing down and run some time.
Yeah, you know.
Obviously not, but.
Again, Creasy on the sprint out to the right and a little bit wide for the receiver to make that catch.
So 2nd and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. 7:32 to go third quarter. Oakland leading Independence 21-0. This time they will do the inside give. 35-40 room, 45 midfield. Sprinting down the sideline, 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Oakland!
Mr. Tut, I believe, on the carry.
You might call him King Tut right about now. 66 yards.
Explosive plays have been huge for Oakland tonight. Ball's on the right hash. They put the formation into the boundary, and they run it to the field, allowing Tut to use his speed to get outside the left tackle, Maurice Smith. An excellent burst down the left sideline. Nobody could catch him.
Boy, once he got the corner, he was gone, and he just pulled away from the Independence defense. Extra point for the Patriots is up, and it is good. So a quick answer for Oakland. 7:20 left third quarter. Patriots extend the lead over Independence to 28-0 here on Sports Radio 560 and 95.9 FM.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro, with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here again, Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
Well, it didn't take long. Oakland turned it around quickly. And with the handoff, Tut goes 66 yards for the touchdown. And Oakland extends the lead over Independence to 28-0 with 7:20 left in quarter number 3. So the Patriots to kick off again. They'll angle it down this side again, fielded at the 9 by Wall, to the 15, to the 20, and hit at the 23-yard line. And fights for everything he can get. Might have gotten the 24 or the 25, but Independence will start again. And Coach, a couple of drives, the first drive in each half for Independence. They marched downfield, ended up going for a field goal, and came up empty both times.
Yeah, and both times they had a 5-yard procedure penalty that moved the kick back. but the first one was wide right. Second one gets blocked. On the tackle. The snap is high to the holder, and it's slow. And when you get penetration there, like Oakland did on that last one on the block, that creates problems.
16 yards on the return. First down for the Eagles from their own 24-yard line. Sophomore Horner at quarterback. Fires near side pass caught at the 25 to the 27. That's going to be all in a relatively short game. That is Q Stansel with his second reception of the night. And Oakland at this point, Coach, looks like they're content to just stay back, and they'll give you that little 5-yard completion.
You know, why take chances? Keep the ball in front, inside. Don't give up the big play. And clock's running in their favor. So they're just going to get off the football, be physical, and they can run to the ball now. The speed on this defense is impressive.
Clock running, approaching 6.5 minutes left, third quarter. Second down and 7. Handoff up the middle. In fact, a keeper running left, and boy, Oakland was all over it. It's going to be a tackle for a loss all the way back to the 22-yard line. I tell you what, they tried Alexander running on that delay to the left, and Oakland was all over it for a loss of 6.
The right corner for Oakland beat the receiver on the one-on-one block, and as the back is looking back for the pitch, he got hit. He got hammered. He's lucky he held on and didn't turn it over.
So now a 3rd and long for the Eagles. 3rd down and 12. Independence 2 for 7 on 3rd down tonight. Still trying to reach. They've just gotten over 100 yards of total offense now. 112 as a matter of fact for the night. Horner to throw on 3rd and 12. He's looking downfield. Pass intercepted. 40, 35, 30. 25 dragged down at the 20-yard line. The interception, that's Kyrie Gaynor, his second of the night.
Gaynor got the interception. First series, second half. Now he gets on the overthrow. They're playing zone, keeping the receiver. But 2 receivers from Independence were in the same area. And Horner just overthrew that a little bit because he was getting some pressure. He's got a long wind-up and throw.
Yeah.
And the ball came out a little high that time.
17 yards on the interception return. So the Patriots in business in the red zone at the Independence 18-yard line.
They're getting ready to blow this thing open.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of knocking on the door of doing that.
Yeah.
Creasy has gone all the way at quarterback. He'll give. Breaking tackles, running left and going to the end zone for the touchdown. My goodness. Tut again. Ran into traffic, hesitated, juked around a little bit, came out left, nobody home.
Did you see the unbalance that time? Oakland only had the left guard, left tackle. Everybody else was to the right except Creasy and Tut. And he handed the ball to Tut. Tut started with the inside zone right, got a little bit of a crease, saw the vision, and burst back to the left side. This guy's got some outstanding speed.
18 yards on the touchdown run. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And Oakland has run a couple of plays in the third quarter.
And Tut
has done it.
He's close. Is he close to 100 yards?
Oh, he's got to be over 100 now. Looking at the look, he's got the total. He's 91 yards. That's right, with that 18-yard back-to-back touchdown runs of 66 and 18 yards.
What vision.
Yep.
As he starts right, he sees the linebacker from Independence fill the gap. He planted on the right foot and burst back left. Joe, running backs have to have what I call CBA, and it's not to collect the bargaining agreement. It's control to burst to acceleration. You're under control to read the block. When you see the cut, you burst. And then when you find the opening, you accelerate away. I mean, Tut's got all 3 of those.
Well, you know, with the NIL, you might need the CBA as well.
Better have a good lawyer.
The way things are going. So 35-0 Oakland with the lead. Now 5:30 left in this third quarter. And the Patriots, again, have run 2 plays. They led 21-0 at the half, and they have handed off to Tut, and Tut is
– and guess what?
Taking off.
He's only a junior.
Yep.
He's back for Coach Creasy.
Everybody in Murfreesboro very happy about that, except the other teams in Murfreesboro.
No question.
And other teams in the region. Class 6A, Region 3. Kickoff angling to the near side. Going to hit the face mask. Picked up on one hop to the 20 and slided down at the 25-yard line. Tried to catch it on the run. And Mullen had it kind of hit him in the face mask. Fortunately, bounced right in front of him, so he was able to pick it up and move on. But now, running clock.
Yes.
35-point lead in the second half, so we have a continuous running clock now. And now Independence, if they can score a touchdown, can get that back inside 30 and get the clock to stop again. But so far, it has just been a dominating performance by the Patriots.
A year ago, this Oakland offense averaged 38.5 points per game. Well, they're only 3.5 points
on their way.
Right now.
On their way. Shotgun formation, actually a pistol formation. That snap goes through the hands of the quarterback and is recovered all the way back at the 7-yard line. And that is the Hunter Mullen, the junior at quarterback. And that snap was a little hard and a little bit to his right shoulder, Coach, but it looked to me to be fieldable. It just got through him.
Split his hands. You have to be, you're like a receiver, you have to be firm with your hands when you're receiving the shotgun snap. The velocity of the snap separated his hands, and that's why the ball went back there. And not a very good start to this drive.
That's a loss all the way back to the 9-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 26. And that ball is stripped loose and a fumble inside, and I believe Oakland says they have another one, and I think they do, and the Patriots have recovered. And it's just all coming apart for the homestanding Independence Eagles.
The exchange between the quarterback and the running back was fouled up. The ball from the quarterback as he went in to hand it off, he hit the right shoulder of the running back, bounced out, but there was pressure from the interior of the Oakland line, stripped that ball, and now you get the turnover at the 8-yard line.
Well, let's see who's in at tailback. Tutts carried the ball twice in this second half for 2 touchdowns. Right now, it looks like he is on the bench. On 1st down, handoff, tailback up the middle, pushes it to about the 6-yard line. Well, there's nothing magical at this point, Coach. You're up 35-0. Clock's running, 2:55 left to go third quarter. Just run straight forward.
Yeah. And with a 3-man line that Independence runs, with a nose guard over the center, 2 ends over the tackles, the wedge blocking where the guards will step with their inside foot to the center, tackles step with their inside foot, and they're just pushing the pile back. They're trying to drive those 3 down linemen back to the linebackers to the second level.
Todd Berry's pencil 190 yards rushing for Oakland in this game. 143 passing, so 333 of total offense so far for the Patriots. That snap gets away, but Creasy's able to fall on it back to the 12 or 13-yard line. So a rare negative play for the Patriots. That's going to bring up a 3rd and goal.
Second bad snap we've seen from the center tonight from Stewart with Creasy.
Clock continues to run. 2 minutes left, third quarter. Oakland leading Independence 35-0. Boy, Independence, tough schedule. They started with Pearl Cone. They get Oakland. I think 5 of the 6 teams that they're playing to start the season had double-digit wins last year.
Well, Pearl Cone was the state champ.
Yep.
And Oakland was the runner-up.
3rd and goal. Creasy. They try a little rocket screen, and it's well defended by Independence. Tackle made at the 11-yard line on the reception. That was Chase Bandy with the catch, and good defense.
For the Eagles, number 36, Wyatt Young.
That brings up a 4th down now decision for Oakland. And I would think you just go for it here on 4th down.
For the Patriots.
They will. Let's see if they're going to bring the kicker in.
They are.
Yep, and
Yes,
you can
sir.
tell because he has bright pink shoes on.
Yeah.
He stands out from the crowd.
This is Malachi Frierson, number
Right.
94.
He is a sophomore.
Yep.
Field goal attempt.
So looking for his first field goal. This is from 28 yards, and the kick is up.
Frierson's kick is wide
And the
right.
kick is no good.
No good.
Wide right.
It's been a Florida State kind of night.
Yeah. Or my wedges.
Wide right. I guess Florida State gets going tomorrow, don't
Yes,
they?
they
Play
do.
Georgia Tech tomorrow.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a heck of a game.
Should be a good one.
DJ, I can't pronounce this. Ukulele. I'm sorry.
Close enough.
Ukulele. But on his third school, they had great expectations for him at Clemson. Then he goes to Oregon State with Jonathan Smith. I think Mike Norvell's going to do a great job.
Be good for him?
Yes, sir.
First down for Independence from their own 20-yard line. Mullen at quarterback, hands off tailback across the 25, pushes it out close to the 29-yard line. So a nice gain of 9 yards on first down on the carry.
Independence, they are fighting and competing.
Yep.
Gotta love it.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Again, clock is continuously running now with a score above 30. As we go to the fourth quarter, Oakland 35, Independence nothing. Here on Sports Radio 560 and 95.9 FM.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative health care services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
When you're away from home and you want down-home cooking, Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel is the answer. Excellent, fresh, and local, just like Grandma used to make. Start your day with a Music City omelet and some prime rib hash, or a cast iron waffle with Nashville hot chicken. For those wanting variety, hit the biggest breakfast buffet in Music City. And of course, the world-famous Biscuit Bar. Start your day with the fresh, local, and down-home cooking of Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
Welcome back to the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here again, Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
We head to the fourth quarter. Independence with the football trailing Oakland 35-0. Keeper by the quarterback breaks the tackle, and he'll get a first down on second effort, pushing across the 30 to the 31 on the carry. Just good second effort there to get that first down. Boy, you look at the stats after 3 quarters of play. Oakland 186 yards rushing, 145 passing. So you're looking at 340 yards of total offense, or 331 yards of total offense. Independence 28 yards rushing, 76 yards passing. So just 104 yards of total offense for the Eagles tonight. Pistol formation. And the keeper by the quarterback across the 35 out to the 39-yard line. That quarterback is Brody Bullock making the appearance. And a nice carry. Good read that time, Coach. Got the most out of it, gained 8 yards.
Right tackle Russell Gard just came inside, sealed the linebacker. The defensive end went upfield for Oakland, and it was a great read by the quarterback for the running lane to gain 9.
If you're Independence here, you're kind of playing for a little pride.
Yes.
Trying to give some younger guys maybe a chance to have some success. Second down and 2 from their own 39-yard line. Man in motion, pistol formation. Snap gets away from Bullock, but he picks it up, scrambles right. He'll get the first down. Didn't lose his head, was calm, picked up the loose ball, took it around the right end, got about 4 yards on the play and moved the chains.
I think in college and the NFL they call those the unscripted plays.
Yeah, they didn't draw that up that way.
No. I promise you this, they didn't practice that either. But you know what? It was a very heady play by the quarterback, and he turned something potentially bad into a game.
And Bullock comes almost all the way over to the sideline to get the call from the coach, and then trots back to the huddle and gets back to the huddle with 18 on the play clock. They break the huddle quickly. First down for Independence from their own 43-yard line. Continuous clock running. We're inside 10 minutes left to play. Oakland leading 35-0. And a give, and on the handoff, the running back slipped and fell for a loss back at the 40-yard line. They tried a little bit of razzle-dazzle, little back-up hesitation, and then accelerate forward, and he lost his balance going forward.
They were going to run the counter to the left. The right guard and right tackle were pulling. The wing on the right backed up, came inside. The quarterback and the pistol back were going right, but the back slipped. You're exactly right.
Loss of 3 on the play brings up 2nd and 13 back at the 40-yard line. This is an artificial turf surface, very nice surface.
Quarterbacks, like you said, coming up. Do they think Connor Stallions is in the
stands? I don't know.
Oh, my gosh.
actually, we saw this quite a bit last year, Coach. It's a lot of schools do this now.
Yep.
2nd and 13. Bullock is going to keep. Late pitch on the option to the 45, 46-yard line. That'll gain about 6 yards on the play. We saw it in a couple of games, Coach, and you started thinking about it. How much ground the quarterback covers just running back and forth to the sideline in a game. The added wear and tear, if you do that for the entire game, that's a lot of ground to cover.
I hope he's wearing his watch and getting his steps in.
Getting the steps in, that's
Joe,
right.
can I tell you this? This reminds me of 1973 when I played at NC State for Lou Holtz. This was Coach Holtz's deal.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. We'd signal the formation, but the quarterback had to come over and get the play.
Oh, okay.
So you got the play, but the formation was signaled.
Already signaled out.
Yeah. That was 100 years ago.
3rd and 7. Ball at the Independence 46, approaching 8 minutes left to play. Little handoff and a tackle for loss back to the 40-yard line. Boy, just right there to blow that play up. In the middle was Taurus Allen once again, the senior, 6'3", 230. Coach, he was just standing there waiting for that sweep to come to him.
On the field in pregame, I saw him doing some drills. You talk about a quick get off with his first step. Allen is really impressive. And if he's 230, I think Coach Creasy's fudging a little bit. He's a little bit heavier.
A little bit heavier than that. Yeah, I think
he is. But his length and his ability to get off, that first step quickness is outstanding.
Bingham on to punt here, even though down 35, facing a 4th down and 13. They're going to go ahead and punt this away. High snap. Bingham goes up, knocks it down, now picks it up and angles, kicks it with his left leg, and kicks it down inside the 30-yard line.
What a play.
Running to his left, the only thing he could do was just kick it on the run with his left leg, and he got it down out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. They're going to mark it out at about the 31.
The Air Force Academy will love him for doing that.
He did not give up on that play.
No, he did not. But you know what? He's able to use both feet, and that's where the rugby punt comes in. You know, when a guy moving left, and now you kick the belly of the ball, and it just goes end over end, that was really a heads-up play.
It only goes into the book as a 29-yard punt, but that was quite a play. 6:30 left in the contest. Handoff to the tailback across the 35 out to the 36-yard line. And that's Hainsworth with the carry. And I would think at this point, if you're the Patriots, you're just going to hand the ball off, try to just get first downs and let this clock continue to run.
I would think so. Hainsworth's a good-looking running back. He's got that control coming out, reads the blocks, has a little burst on the cutback there, gets it upfield for a gain of 6.
He's got 5 carries, 18 yards. Yep. Had 36 carries last year for 189 and 3 touchdowns. He's a senior, 6'1", 190. 2nd down and 5. He'll get the carry again. He'll burst over the left side, stay on his feet. Across the 50 down to the 49-yard line. Actually, I believe that's Matthew Moore with the carry. Matthew Moore, number 18, with a 16-yard burst and a first down.
Another guy that has some excellent speed for the Oakland Patriots. Nice run.
Well, you look at Oakland last year, they went 12-3, lost in the championship game. 2022, they went 14-1, won the state championship. 207 yards rushing tonight with 145 passing, so over 350 of total offense. Oakland 15-0 in 2021 state champions. 2020, 14-0 state champions. Quick pass to the far side is caught. It should be enough for a first down. Dragged down just past the sticks at the 38-yard line. Just a quick pass there. That was not a read, Coach. That was, catch it and throw it to that one guy.
It's a rhythm throw. Yep. 1, 2, 3, throw it in rhythm. The receiver's running downfield 8 yards. He's turning to the outside, but it's a catch and release. It's like that fishing deal. Catch and release them. Quarterbacks catch it, 1, 2, 3, ball's gone.
It's funny, I've heard the Cars analogy used by coaches in a couple of different ways. That was one of them. A whistle's going to stop play here on first down. I know Bobby Johnson when he was at Vanderbilt, and I remember some of the high school teams that I was around, they had cars, and that means call and run.
Yes.
It meant you as a quarterback do not have an option to audible out of this play. You will run this play.
Exactly. Chase Bandy's in at quarterback now, number 2.
He is a senior, 5'11", 170. Another versatile player, plays a lot of wide receiver. Handoff tailback's going to push that for a first down to about the 26-yard line. That's Will Millsap. So you're starting to see Oakland, obviously, at this point, leading 35-0, going way down the depth chart right now.
They're in the I formation that time, traditional I. Fullback led to the right, left guard came around. It's just an ISO up inside, power football.
I think it's important to mention again, though, the name we have not called tonight, Dwayne Morris.
Yep.
We don't know why. We'll try to find out in the postgame, but the outstanding player, the Southern Cal commit, and we have not seen him tonight.
And I saw him warm up on the field. He did not look like, again, he did not look like he was limping or anything, but again.
Anything could have happened.
Yes.
Handoff on a give, running left to the 20-yard line, inside the 20 to about the 17. I believe it's going to be just shy of the first down as Moore with the carry now, a couple of carries for 25 yards.
Moore was the wing on the right that time, came around right to left. The left tackle blocked out, the guard down, and he found the opening up inside for a nice gain.
Impressive start for the Patriots.
Yes.
Thought they would have the upper hand in this game, but you never know in a game one, especially going on the road. But they have been in control from the start. Moore's going to try the middle again. He'll have the first down to about the 13-yard line. And again, Coach, I go back for Independence, 2 significant drives.
Yes.
Their first drives in each half. Marched downfield offensively, got in field goal range. Both times drew a 5-yard penalty and then had 1 field goal missed and 1 field goal blocked. They came up empty, and that killed any shot they had.
Exactly. And you could tell by the body language and just the momentum. All of a sudden, you have something good going, like you're saying, and then, boom, the air goes out of the balloon.
It did, and it went quickly. First down for the Patriots. Inside 2 minutes left to play. Toss to the left. Moore's going to get it down to about the 10-yard line.
Oakland trying to put another score on the board here.
Well, it's one of those two, Coach. You know this. If you put in your 3rd and 4th string guys, you can't tell them to lay down.
No.
You want them to go ahead.
And there's only one team you can control, yours.
That's right.
And you want to get your guys as many reps as possible.
1:25 left. 2nd down and 7 from the Independence 10-yard line. Eagles just trying to make one stand here, keep the Patriots out of the end zone. Tailback tries the right side, going to be stood up at about the 7-yard line. Clock will continue to run. We'll have inside a minute left by the time they snap the ball again.
Jonathan Bell.
So Independence, tough start for the season, but when you draw Pearl Cone and Oakland back-to-back, a state champion and a state runner-up.
Yeah, state champion 5A and the runner-up in 6A.
That's a tough road to hoe right there.
Yes, sir.
3rd and 4. My thanks to Todd Berry tonight for his outstanding work on the stats, as always. Handoff to Moore. Tries to bounce it outside. Boy, good defensive play to stop that.
Excellent penetration by the defensive line for Independence. The linebacker was coming downhill for a lost yardage play.
Now, Oakland does not have to snap the ball again.
Nope.
Play clock is off. Game clock is at 20 seconds. But they're lining up. They may be lining up to try a field goal here just to see if they can get a good positive note out of the field goal. Let's see if they're going to get it done. 10 seconds left. This would be a 24-yard field goal just inside the left hash. They will snap it. This kick is on the way, and the kick is no good.
Ryerson's kick.
As zeros on the board. Good. Oakland impressive start to finish. The Patriots win it over Independence by a score of 35-0. So Oakland, the Class 6A Region 6 Independence Eagles fall to 0-2. Oakland Class 6A Region 3, they are 1-0 to start their season. We'll take a break. We'll come back with a post-game show from Independence right after this on Sports Radio 560 and 95.9 FM.
It's a Bill King Show.
we are college football centric. That is the sun that warms our planet that we live on. Our planet actually isn't flat or round. It's an oblong spheroid, and we are here to proselytize about it, edify it every day on this here radio show.
Weekday mornings beginning at 6 on Sports Radio 560 on 95.9 FM.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
There aren't any cops around.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good.
Hey, I can hold my liquor. I drink and drive all the time.
If you put away some drinks, put away your keys. Fans don't let fans drive drunk.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue inviting you to come hang out every Saturday morning for 2 hours of shows from the iconic Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. First at 8 o'clock, 13th season of Prep Football Talk presented by Freeman Webb with co-host Coach Bubba Spears. Then following that at 9 from Roy's, it's the return of One-on-One with Greg Pogue, also presented by Freeman Webb. That's Saturday morning at 8 with Prep Football Talk. And then One-on-One with Greg Pogue at 9, all presented by Freeman Webb from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville.
You're listening to WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station. Coming up next, it's the MidState Checkdown postgame show with stats and interviews. Here again, Joe Fisher and Coach Pete Cordelli.
The Oakland Patriots impressive tonight. They shut out Independence 35-0. In the season opener, the Patriots, Independence falls to 0-2 with tough openers against Pearl Cone and now against Oakland. Joe Fisher along with the coach Pete Cordelli. Adam Johnson, our producer, engineer, on site, Todd Berry, our statistician. As you can imagine, the stats pretty one-sided, Coach, in terms of Oakland. 238 on the ground, 156 through the air, 394 of total offense. Independence, 54 yards rushing, 76 passing, 130 total. 14 first downs to 8 for Oakland. That doesn't sound like a lot. The big reason, explosive plays for Oakland.
Explosives, the long touchdown pass to T.T. Hill, the long run. I mean, this Oakland team can score at any time from anywhere on the field. They have that many guys that are playmakers.
They did it without their top playmaker tonight, which is an interesting question.
Dwayne Morris, the Southern Cal commit, did not play tonight, even though he did go through warm-ups early in the game. But it started out with T.T. Hill as the running back, and Kyler Creasy played extremely well.
Absolutely did.
For his senior season, he and this Oakland Patriot football team, they're on a mission.
Yep,
Creasy, they want to get back to Chattanooga and win it all.
7 of 9 passing for 156 and 2 touchdowns. Rushing-wise, Hill, 7 carries, 39 yards, and a touchdown. Hill also had the 77-yard touchdown reception for the score. Leading rusher was Tutt, 5 carries for 91 yards, 2 touchdowns. He carried the ball twice in the third quarter. One was a 66-yard touchdown. The other was an 18-yard touchdown as Oakland put the game on ice at that point. They spread it around reception-wise. Bandy with a couple of catches for 19. Hill, the big one, for 77. Brown, a touchdown reception for 28 yards. For Independence, Horner at quarterback, 6 for 10 passing, a couple of interceptions on the night. Wall was held at 28 yards on 7 carries. He was their leading rusher. Leading receiver was Alexander, 2 catches for 31 yards. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Hopefully, we'll have a visit with our player of the game and possibly with the head coach of the Oakland Patriots, Kevin Creasy. That's coming up in a moment on Sports Radio 560 and 95.9 FM.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free. explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit. 800-328-9696. That's 800-328-9696.
Hello, this is Greg Pogue. The first time I met Tim Leeper, owner of Tim Leeper Roofing, I didn't know I needed a roof on my home, but I recalled meeting Tim as a huge supporter of Hope Hines' annual charity golf tournament, and upon further research at timleeperroofing.com, that his long-based MidState company was a former recipient of Roofing Contractor of the Year in Tennessee. Now in these trying times, we all should seek a comfort level personally and professionally. So if you have roofing issues, either residential or commercial, I recommend Tim Leeper Roofing. Please give them a visit at timleeperroofing.com.
Hey Nashville, start your day the right way with Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Bongo Java is Nashville's oldest local coffee company. Get your day started with a freshly baked muffin and wash it down with a hot cup of dark roast or hair of the dog blend. With free Wi-Fi, you can get some work done while enjoying a toasted breakfast sandwich. Beat the traffic. Treat yourself at Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown Music City.
Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel downtown is at the heart of Music City. Located within walking distance of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Bar Lines at the Omni is your downtown honky-tonk destination. Watch your team from any seat on their plentiful HD TVs and catch a live show on the Bar Lines stage featuring live music 7 days a week. Bar Lines has the ultimate Southern comfort food. Get started with classic fried green tomatoes or bourbon barbecue wings. Then it's on to the massive Smashville double stack or the world famous Bar Lines grinder. Oh, you've never heard of the Bar Lines grinder? 2 kinds of cheese, lettuce, Dijon, smoked turkey, smoked bacon, smoked ham. Now that's some smoke you want. Local brews and local spirits are on tap at Bar Lines. Take a seat on the patio outside and soak up the rhythm of Music City. Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
You're listening to WNSR's MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Here's Joe Fisher and Pete Cordelli.
The Oakland Patriots impressive tonight, 35-0, their final over Independence here at Independence High School. Our player of the game joining us is Oakland quarterback Kyler Creasy, 7 for 9 passing, 156 yards, and a couple of touchdowns. Congratulations, Kyler. Just kind of give me an idea of the confidence level when you come out and just march the ball downfield right off the bat, what that does for you guys.
Well, first off, I want to give a big thanks to God. Shout out to God. He's helped me a lot through this whole recovery process in the offseason. So I wouldn't be nothing without him. I want to give him the praise first. But, it's a real confidence booster being able to drop the ball down the field, see our O-line doing good, see our receivers and backs doing good. So, they play good, I play good. It's a confidence boost for everybody.
Talk about your recovery process, what all that involved.
I broke my collarbone last year 2 times. It was the same one, and, I had to have surgery after our state championship game. But after that, Dr. Jordan from TOA, he got me right. Through surgery, I was a little doubtful at first. But like I said, through a lot of prayer, a lot of working out, just a lot of trust in our coaches and trusting everybody around me. And after that, I feel great now. I feel better than I ever felt.
Kyler, you had the opportunity in your recovery to put on, I believe, 25 pounds
yes,
and
sir.
gain some strength and do all of those things.
Yes, sir.
So tell me the process there. Tell us about that.
We have a great weight room coach, Coach Tyler Eady. He's also our offensive line coach. And his numbers my numbers jumped insanely after being in his program this year. I took it serious, started going on a meal plan, started eating right, doing right, and, good results follow when you do stuff like that. And I just want to say a big thanks to him for getting me right.
Well, the other thing is you have some really good weapons around you.
For sure.
You got T.T. Hill back from Brentwood Academy a couple weeks ago. Now you incorporate him in with all these playmakers. And the guy that really stepped up tonight was Brown.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Mike Hale coming into the game, not a lot of people know his name, but we're gonna change that. We're gonna make his name known because that's my guy, and I don't want him to go under the radar at all. He's following up a Liberty commit, so that's hard to replace in Deuce Hewitt. But yep. I mean, hey, I wanna feed everybody, not just the ones that are known. I want to get everybody name in the paper.
Well, give me finally, before we let you go here, what was the mindset for you guys? You get so close to another one last year and come up just short. Are you able to to put that behind you and forget about it, or is that something that motivates you for this year?
It motivates me 100%. Going out the way that we did, especially breaking my collarbone on my last play, that's something I think about often. And I use that as motivation every single day. You know, in the weight room, you don't want to do that last rep. That's what I use. You got to keep going. You know, you don't want to go hard in practice. You're tired. You got to keep going. In the classroom, you got to keep going. So I think that loss hasn't just helped me for football, but to better me as a person.
Well, I think you guys have a chance to keep going for quite some time.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Great job tonight.
And good luck on your trip to Texas next week.
Thank you.
Kyler Creasy joining us, our player of the game. 7 of 9 passing for 156 yards, a couple of touchdowns. He touched on a couple of things, too, Coach. He mentioned that. He was quick to say, I got a lot of guys around me, and I want to feed them all. Sometimes teams don't do well when guys I want the ball. These guys don't seem to have that issue.
You know, Joe, there's an acronym for team, and you've heard it before. Together, everyone accomplishes more. And when everybody's pulling together for one common cause, and that's for the team, everybody's going to get their touches. Now, somebody's going to get a little bit more one night, but I'm going to tell you, they had so many guys contribute tonight with Morris not playing. That was impressive. But here's the guy running the show. He's the leader, Kyler Creasy. And what a way to start the season. And
that's the answer we don't have. We don't know. We haven't been able to, to get in touch with the coach. He's got other things he's having to do right now, but that's certainly a question I'm sure he's being asked is Morris hurt? Was it a coach's decision? We don't know that. But what it did showcase, and you touched on it, was he may be their most highly touted player. They got a bunch of guys that can step in and go right to that level too.
And some names that we had not heard coming into tonight, which now all of a sudden going forward, they're going to be on everybody's radar because they made plays, explosive plays tonight, and that was the difference in the game.
Well, we're certainly looking forward. It was so great to be with you and
really
enjoyed this first game. A lot of fun.
Thank you so much.
This was great. We're going to do it again next week. Next week we'll be at Rockvale High School. Smyrna High School at Rockvale. We'll be there 6:45. Will be our broadcast time with a pregame show, and then a kickoff at 7 o'clock with Coach Cordelli and me. Hopefully Todd Berry, our statistician, great job tonight as always. Adam Johnson, our producer engineer on site. Will Brown in the studio going to come back. He's going to have the postgame scores, highlights, and analysis for you. Hal in the studio, great job as well. And so glad to be back with you for another season of high school football here on WNSR. I'm Joe Fisher. Thanks for joining us. Once again, the final score from Independence High School, Oakland 35, Independence nothing. We'll see you next week on Nashville Sports Radio, 560 and 95.9 FM.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative health care services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
When you're away from home and you want down-home cooking, Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel is the answer. Excellent, fresh, and local, just like Grandma used to make. Start your day with a Music City omelet and some prime rib hash, or a cast iron waffle with Nashville hot chicken. For those wanting variety, hit the biggest breakfast buffet in Music City. And of course, the world-famous Biscuit Bar. Start your day with the fresh, local, and down-home cooking of Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
It's a Bill King Show.
We created a rule decades ago on the show. Weddings, things of that nature, during the playing portion, do not get consideration. No. Don't do that. Weddings are meant for the spring. They do not get consideration during the playing portion of the season. That's just the way we work it around here. That's the way we play it around here.
Weekday mornings beginning at 6 on Sports Radio 560 on 95.9 FM. It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Exclusively on your home for the best high school football coverage in Tennessee. WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station.
And it's a final score, Oakland 35, Independent 0. The tough schedule for the Eagles out of Thompson Station continues. They get to play the Page Patriots next week. So a lot of tough tests for this Coach Scott Stidham-led team. A lot of S's right there. But how, when we sat here and we listened to this game, I mean, after Oakland went up 14-0 in the first quarter, from what it sounded like, I mean, Independence was just, they were doing what they could, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, and it's hard when you have a team that gets up on you in their first two carries, especially right there in the first quarter. It's hard to kind of keep your head up and really keep the energy high. But like you said, I think they did everything that they could. It just, Oakland is a hard team to beat, and they kind of showed that off tonight with everything that they gave it and in the win. Yeah,
that they did. And, I mean, Oakland, they're looking to do what they're used to doing, which is going deep into the playoffs and hosting the big gold ball that the TSSAA gives to their programs that win state championships, but unable to do that. They were going for a four-peat last season, but that's last season. This is this season. And I think that this Oakland team, they're going to continue to win. They're going to continue to dominate the programs that they're supposed to dominate. But I'm pretty sure they have some games scheduled, circled on their schedule, and one of them is Riverdale. That game's going to be later on in the season, and that one is going to be fun to look at and fun to watch. And hopefully that's a game that our station can carry as the season unfolds. But Independence, I was reading an article, and it talked about how this schedule is going to show how together of a team we really are. Mm-hmm. How do we go through adversity and grow through adversity? So a tough start for Independence, but this is a program looking to have a winning season, something they haven't done in a few years, albeit they did go to the playoffs last year. They had an early exit versus a really good team out of Rutherford County, Smyrna High School. But Coach Stidham knows what he's doing. And with 10 returning starters on the defensive side of the ball, albeit the first couple of weeks for the Eagles didn't necessarily go their way, I mean, the wins will come. Mm-hmm. So we'll get into some scores. But before we do that, got a chance to talk with Coach Jamie Graham, who is the head man at Lipscomb Academy from the Nashville area. And the Coach Graham era, unfortunately, didn't get off to a good start. But, hey, when you play First Academy out of Orlando, Florida, and, I mean, you go down to Orlando, Hal, pick your poison. I mean, First Academy, a school that went 6-4 last year, went to the playoffs. You have Jones High School down there. I know a few people that played football down at Jones. I mean, you pick an area of Florida and have fun. But Coach Graham, your team only lost by 5 points. You take over for Coach Kevin Mawai. I understand, a controversial ending to his tenure at Lipscomb Academy, but, you're the new man in charge, new way, new things. Albeit you didn't get the results you wanted. How did you feel about your team after that game versus the First Academy out of Orlando?
Well, first off, I want to give credit to First Academy. I mean, they, like you said, man, pick who you want down there, man. It doesn't matter the school. There's so much talent down there. They do a really good job of coaching those guys up, man. They were disciplined. They were big. They were strong. They were fast. So I got to give credit to them. But as far as my guys, man, I mean, I just think it was first game jitters. We didn't come out and play extremely well in the first half, and I just went in and at halftime, and I just talked to the guys, and I told them, I said, listen, do you even hear me panicking? We just want to go out here and let's try to have the greatest comeback in Lipscomb history. And so that got those guys motivated, man. We settled down. We were able to move the ball offensively. We got some big stops and then got an onside kick. So, if we played the second half the way that we played in the first half, I think you look at a completely different game. But I just enjoyed the fact that we went out there and competed. We didn't give up. We understood that it was a challenge in front of us, and it just so happened that we started the game off a little slower than we wanted to. But I love the resiliency of this group, and it shows me a lot about the character of this team and what we can build on.
Now, you came from UAB, Alabama Birmingham. You were on Trent Dilfer's staff, who was also the head coach there at Lipscomb Academy. And you say what you want to say when it comes to Trent Dilfer. I mean, when he got there, the program wasn't the most successful program. I really feel like he laid a winning foundation down there. Winning is now expected at Lipscomb Academy.
Yeah, I agree. It is. But I also want to go back. I mean, when you think about the history of Lipscomb in general, they've done a lot of winning. So,
yeah, that they have.
So you go back and you think about the times, even when I was in high school, I just remember the times of seeing them playing on TV, and you hear the Air Rod names, and you see them in good pasture every season on TV. And so I'll never forget about what it was before Trent got there. But during the time that he did get there, they struggled a little bit. But you had some guys there that were kind of there already, that was ready to change the program and really ready to take a new just take the next step in what they were doing. And so to bring Trent in, and then he built the staff as probably as good as you could, man. When you got Phil Dawson as your special teams coordinator, you got a pretty special staff. And so it was good to be there with Trent. It was good to understand what he had, how it was built, and the reason behind why it was built, and what turned into be something very special over at Lipscomb. To be there now, yes, the expectation is winning. But it's the game of football at the end of the day. It's still high school football in Nashville, Tennessee. And so I grew up in it. I understand it. I got just a bunch of relationships with people, man, in this city. So it's just a pleasure to even be a part of it, and just understand that, hey, I may not be at my own alma mater, but to be in Nashville coaching high school football, and especially to be at Lipscomb Academy, is special.
So, question. I mean, you played football here in the Nashville area. I want to say you played at Whites Creek, and then went on to Vanderbilt, and I mean, just about anything, any athletic field or court you touched, man. I mean, it was fun to watch. I mean, I know you and I kind of came out of high school around the same time, but and I think Vandy football, bits and pieces, had a lot of good players around that time, especially around the time you were there, and some exceptional basketball players as well. But I say all that, I preface all that to say this. You're on the sidelines now as a coach, as a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
What was going through Jamie Graham's mind?
Well, I mean, I have a mentality to where those, going down 21-3, 28-3, whatever it was at the time, I'm never going to give up. And so the mentality is, you got to work for everything you get. And so, that's really big in this program right now, is saying, hey, we want to earn everything. We don't want people to give anything to us just because we got Lipscomb Academy across our chest. We want to earn everything that we do. And so I think that's just more than football. I think that's in life as well. And so just understanding that, hey, man, we really have to work. We really got to come in every single day and understand that this brotherhood that we have and the work that we're putting in is going to show on the football field. We just can't show up and just play and think people are going to give us something. And so to see those guys go out there and just compete, man, and take on my personality, understanding, hey, we're not going to give up. We're not out of this game. As fast as they scored 28 points, we can come back and score these points as well. And so, just to see them come out of that locker room at halftime, take the field, and have a different little bounce about themselves, man, that made me proud. And so, yes, no, we did not get the result that I wanted, but man, they showed me so much. They had every reason to lay down. They had every reason to throw the towel in. But guess what, man? They believed in what I was saying. We came together as a team. And, we almost pulled off something special. But they got to learn how to win. They got to learn how to lose. These are the things that when you build in a program, it's just a part of the process. And so I'm not void from skipping steps in the process of coaching and being a head coach and, building the program the right way.
What outside of the history that Lipscomb Academy comes with, with your Nashville roots, obviously, what attracted you to the program? I mean, I'm sure were a lot of openings at other schools in not only the Nashville area but around the state of Tennessee. You chose Lipscomb Academy. What was that process like? And ultimately, at the end of the day, what about Lipscomb Academy told you, like, you know what, this is where I need to be?
The kids, and that's in all honesty. I literally came back because I love those boys so much. And a lot of those boys, when I was there, they were sophomores. They were freshmen. So these were my JV kids that, I coached myself, and I called the offense, and I made the decisions on JV game days. And so a lot of these young men, they, we are closely connected in a way that people don't even understand. So when the job came open, it was really more of a, hey, why not? I think God has prepared you for this. I felt like I was ready. I prayed on it. I sat down with Trent. We were at UAB, and we sat down in his office for maybe 30, 45 minutes and just talked about, hey, is this something that I should do? Is this something that you think that would work for me? And, just sitting down and talking through it with him, and he said, man, you know what? You should go after this job. It fits you. And so those kids, man, those boys, man, I can't say it enough, man. I love them so much. I appreciate them so much, man, that if I had gone anywhere else, it wouldn't have felt right. And this was those boys were the reason why I was able to make my decision and say, hey, this is the place. And I can be here for 20 years if you guys allow me to. Well,
that's beautiful. And good luck to you at Lipscomb Academy. And who knows how long, you will be there. But I think with you being there, I look at that program kind of like a stock, and I'm sure you know a lot about the stock market.
Yeah.
When you find something special, you hold on to it.
Yes.
And then you hold on to it long enough, essentially you will profit. And I think as time matures, there will be a lot of profit from that Lipscomb Academy program.
Yes.
We're going to talk about your next week game, and then we'll let you go.
Okay, no worries.
Tough. Coach Graham, let me touch your forehead. I mean, is everything okay?
I think I'm all right.
Okay, cool. Next week you have Thompson out of Alabama. You had Saraland last year, who was one of the top teams in Alabama. I know you weren't, on the high school staff last year, but you now it's like you choose to step up. You go to Thompson. And what have you had time to look at film? And if you have, what about this Thompson program sticks out to you?
Man, they do. Mark does an amazing job with those boys, man. Just watching them on film, I've already started watching them. Like I said about the First Academy team, man, they're big, they're fast, they're physical. They play the game the right way. He does a really good job of making those young men understand that it's about one goal. And so I think you learn from moments like that. Win, lose, draw, it doesn't matter if we go out there and win by 40, win by 2, or lose by a touchdown. At the end of the day, it's going to be a learning experience no matter what. And so if we're going to say that we're the best, we got to play the best. And so why not challenge ourselves? We play in a really tough region. And so to go out and play Thompson is I want to see where we are. I get to gauge where we are at the end of the day. And so do I believe we can go out there and win? Matter of fact, I do. I think if we go out there and do what we're supposed to do, we play the game the right way, I think we got a really good chance of winning this game. But I know it's not going to be given to us. They're not going to come out and just say, hey, you're Lipscomb Academy. We came all the way up here from Birmingham. We're going to allow you to win this game. And so we want to be able to we want to be able to have some adversity. We want to be able to see some of the top talent in the Southeast area. And so when you're playing against Baylor, McCallie, BA, you're playing against some of the best as well. So we just preparing ourselves. To me, it's just some scar tissue, and we're gonna go out there and we're gonna play the game. And at the end of the day, we're gonna go out there and put on a good show for the Mustangs and for our community. And we'll appreciate Thompson for coming up here and playing us.
Yeah, this should be interesting. I mean, I look up and down your schedule, and I'm like, Lord, I can name at least one NFL player from every team on your schedule.
Amazing. Nashville football right now is so. It's beautiful.
Yeah, where it's come from.
Oh my goodness, man! You can go to any game. I'm on Twitter just now, and I'm just scrolling and I'm looking at scores, and I'm like, man, like all these kids, man, there's so much talent in the Nashville area, and I'm happy that Nashville is starting to become a place where people actually respect the football. Tennessee in general, people really respect the football and understand that, hey, we have some kids here too. You may not be, they talk about Georgia, they talk about Texas and Alabama, man, but I'm here to say that, man, I think Tennessee football is very special, and I think it's on its way up. So I enjoy it every Friday, and just being able to keep up with this. This is the best time of the year.
Yeah, that it is. And Coach Graham, thank you for your time. Thank you for pivoting with me, and man, good luck to you this season.
Thank you so much, man, and call me anytime. I love talking football. It's football season, so. Whenever you guys need me on, I'm willing to come on and talk to you. Thank you.
All right, man. We'll hold you to that. That was Coach Jamie Graham, first-year head man at Lipscomb Academy. Tough matchup versus the First Academy out of Orlando, Florida. They lost that game 28-23. But next week, on a Thursday, they will play Thompson from Alabama. And that one, Hal, should be a barn burner.
I guess we'll have to keep an eye on it.
Oh no, 2 eyes, lurking eyes. I mean, goodness gracious. Fun season, I think, will be had at Lipscomb Academy. What we'll do, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll update you on some scores, try to get a couple more interviews in. This is the WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week, sponsored by Wesley Mortgage, Medical House Calls, Tim Leeper Roofing, Omni Nashville Hotel, and Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers. Fans, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
There aren't any cops around.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good.
Hey, I can hold my liquor. I drink and drive all the time.
If you put away some drinks, put away your keys. Fans don't let fans drive drunk.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, this is Greg Pogue inviting you to come hang out every Saturday morning for 2 hours of shows from the iconic Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville. First at 8 o'clock, 13th season of Prep Football Talk presented by Freeman Webb with co-host Coach Bubba Spears. Then following that at 9 from Roy's, it's the return of One-on-One with Greg Pogue, also presented by Freeman Webb. That's Saturday morning at 8 with Prep Football Talk. And then One-on-One with Greg Pogue at 9, all presented by Freeman Webb from Roy's Meat Service in East Nashville.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free info kit, 800-328-9696. That's 800-328-9696.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Tennessee at highschoolofficials.com.
It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Exclusively on your home for the best high school football coverage in Tennessee. WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station.
And we're back live. Another WNSR Mid-State Checkdown Game of the Week in the books. The first one of the 2024 season. Final score, Oakland 35. Independence unable to get on the board. Oakland had about 6 yards under 400 of total offense. They dominated where they tend to dominate, which is on the ground, a little over 200 yards rushing on the ground. Independence, after only having 45 yards in the opening quarter, would then go on a little under 160 total offense for the game. But honestly, Hal, after about their first turnover in the first quarter, it wasn't a turnover, it was in the second quarter, but after they missed that field goal in the first quarter, that's kind of when I knew it was going to be a slight struggle.
Yeah, and you said something about that too. You said that you thought it might kind of sway towards the Oakland side a little bit, and I think we saw that kind of play out in the game, and heard it with Joe and Pete in there in the studio or in the booth. But yeah, it's hard, man, when you have a loss like that and you can't manage to get on the board, even with a field goal or anything.
Yeah, tough day for Independence, but nonetheless, I mean, you lose one, but you got 8 more chances.
Yeah, and like you said, hopefully they can use it to kind of motivate themselves and learn something from it, and learn from their mistakes a little bit, watch some film and study up a bit, and come back next week and make something happen, at least get on the board. But we'll see, I guess.
I mean, again, and that is another school. I mean, a really tough schedule for Independence. I think next week they go on. They do. They play Page next week, and as we're watching the My TV 30 Game of the Week, it's all Page over Giles County, 28-0, early stages of the fourth quarter. We'll get you some other scores around the Mid-State. Creekwood, Dixon County. The battle of Dixon County down there. Creekwood, the Red Hawks with a 14-point lead, 21-7. Hendersonville 19, Gallatin 16. A Sumner County battle unfolding. Franklin Road Academy, the Fighting Justin Geisingers 44, Kenwood 13. That one is a Final West Creek over the Mike Woodward-led Laverne Wolverines 13-8. Kirkwood down, up against Sycamore 20-0. Bartlett out of Memphis with a 17-point lead early stages of the fourth quarter against Memphis University School 27-10. Germantown 50. Riley Egypt did not get on the board. Houston, the defending 6A state champions, over Briarcrest Christian 45-3. Cordova 26, Sheffield 0. Father Ryan, this was a game that was fairly close, but final score does not indicate that. The Fighting Irish 49, Bobcats of Overton 7. Centennial 7, Franklin 6, Blackman 14, Brentwood 3, Stewart's Creek 33, Tullahoma 21. That game is still underway. Riverdale, last score update I got, on top of Smyrna by 2 points, 9-7. But I think this one kind of sticks out to me. Mount Juliet 50-0 over Cane Ridge. That's a program really struggling right now. Only 2 wins last year, and had an early exit in the playoff. Wilson Central 14, Rossview 0, Cookville 14, Stone Memorial 6, Antioch 28-15 right now. That game in the third quarter over Lebanon. And that is a school out of Wilson County, consistently a good school that goes to the playoffs. They do good things every year. Green Hill 41, Clarksville Northeast 7. That is a final. DeKalb County 28, Warren County 14. Game still in progress. Nolensville, that name sounds familiar. We won't have them next week, but the school they're playing we will have next week because they play Smyrna. Nolensville 7, Rockville 6. Smyrna goes to Rockville next week. Our WNSR Mid-State Checkdown Game of the Week. So stay tuned for that. Carnes 29, Hardin Valley 14. That's a final. Coffee County 49, Franklin County 0. So here's one thing that really sticks out to me. Not a lot of one-sided week 1 games.
No, I mean, there's a few in there, but there's a lot of close games, which is kind of what you look for in the
keyword few.
Yeah. But yeah, those close games are what we like to see, right? And that's what we like to watch because it's more exciting when you have a good competition going.
Yeah, that it is. You know what else is exciting? This is the part where you say what?
What?
What? I just had to be sarcastic with it. Anyway, Ravenwood 27, Alcoa 17. Final.
Man.
It's always fun when, like, the 6A, like your 4A, 5A, 6A, they play the 2, 3, 1A small private schools. Like, those smaller schools, they're coming.
Yeah.
They're coming. They're like, okay, we really don't. I mean, at the end of the day, it's football.
Right.
You know, you're at your level because of the number of students at your school. But we don't care who you are. We're coming, but albeit the 6A reigns over the 3A today. But Alcoa, a team that won a 3A state championship last year, defeated East Nashville. And so, I mean, when you come to Class 3A, I mean, it's honestly, it's Alcoa, East Nashville, and everybody else.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I went to a school that was one of the smaller schools in the area that I lived in, and sometimes it doesn't really matter how few people you have for your team. If you've got a good mindset and you've got a good motivation behind you guys, you can come and really rattle some cages with the bigger schools, and you know they'll keep bringing people in and putting in subs and everything, but it just won't be enough sometimes.
No, it won't. And got another score update. I mean, just play this game every year. Pearl Cone and NBA.
I heard about that. I heard that was supposed to be a really good game.
Oh my goodness! Right now, Pearl Cone with the lead, 18-17 over Montgomery Bell Academy. Pearl Cone won the 4A state championship last year, and what's on the mind of the Firebirds this year? And I've seen it all over social media. It's going 30-0.
That's what I've heard too. Is that they're going to go all
That's
in all
the
again.
goal. We're not predicting that.
Oh yeah.
But that's the goal for Pearl Cone. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the season unfolds for this school. I mean, in North Nashville, now, you know, just about, you know, if you're in the area, you can go to that school. But the athletes, man, the athletes that they've turned out. Barryon Brown, who's now at Kentucky. And you know what? And Coach Graham made a great point. High school football in Tennessee has grown drastically, especially in the last 15 to 20 years. And there are now more schools that are not Tennessee schools coming to get players.
Yeah.
I mean, every year Kentucky gets one. I've noticed Ball State has recruited a few players from the Volunteer State. Jordan James, who lit up the field at Oakland, well, he's toting the rock at Oregon. And so the state of Tennessee, man, I mean, when you have standout players, look at the current players in the NFL. Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, Corn Elder had I want to say it's still in the league. I'll have to check that, but played for the Carolina Panthers for a brief period of time. Someone I know personally, Patrick Turner, who had a brief stint with the New York Jets in the NFL.
Yeah.
Went to Southern Cal. Was at Good Pasture in that conversation with Coach Graham and I. And in the 2000s, I mean, out of all the private schools, it was Good Pasture, Brentwood Academy, NBA, Lipscomb Academy at times will have their dominance. In just the plethora of athletes that will come from those four schools. Like, I was not joking. Now going to current times, when I looked at Lipscomb Academy's schedule, I was like, Lord help, I can literally name at least one player that attended one of these high schools that is either in the NFL or playing at a major Division I program.
Yeah, and I didn't. So I produced for the Greg Polk Show. You know, Monday through
bless
Friday.
your heart.
Monday through Friday. 2
God
to 4,
bless
so
your
come check it
heart.
out.
Do you need a hug?
Sometimes I really feel like I do. But he's a good guy. He gave me a free backpack today, so that's kind of cool.
Greg, he's lying. He's lying, Greg.
But so I'm not from the Nashville area. I didn't realize how many pro sport or athletes, not just football, but athletes in general are from this area. I didn't realize it was blowing up in the sports arena as big as it has recently. And that's kind of impressive to think about, you know, because especially like I said earlier, being from a small town in Michigan, there are no pro athletes from where I live. But it's nice to have that pride in your community and that, you know, see that enthusiasm about it and see that kind of grow. And I'm ready to get into it here. I'm ready to become a Nashvilleian in that sense.
Oh, Lord. So are you going to be parlaying with all the bachelorettes on Broadway?
Oh, no. No.
Oh, okay. Tends to be the way of life here.
No, I got a beautiful lady at home, Peyton. You know, I can't do that.
Okay, that's what they all say. Well, what we'll do, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Post-game conversation, final score, Oakland 35, Independent 0, your MidState Checkdown game of the week, brought to you by Wesley Mortgage, Medical House Calls, Tim Leeper Roofing, Omni Nashville Hotel, and Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers. Fans, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is Greg Pogue. The first time I met Tim Leeper, owner of Tim Leeper Roofing, I didn't know I needed a roof on my home, but I recalled meeting Tim as a huge supporter of Hope Hines' annual charity golf tournament, and upon further research at timleeperroofing.com, that his long-based Midstate company was a former recipient of Roofing Contractor of the Year in Tennessee. Now in these trying times, we all should seek a comfort level personally and professionally. So if you have roofing issues, either residential or commercial, I recommend Tim Leeper Roofing. Please give them a visit at timleeperroofing.com. Hey Nashville, start your day the right way with Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Bongo Java is Nashville's oldest local coffee company. Get your day started with a freshly baked muffin and wash it down with a hot cup of dark roast or hair of the dog blend. With free Wi-Fi, you can get some work done while enjoying a toasted breakfast sandwich. Beat the traffic. Treat yourself at Bongo Java Cafe, located in the lobby of the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown Music City.
When was the last time you did something fun with family, friends, coworkers, and clients? What if I told you about a place under one roof that offers affordable entertainment for all ages? That's what you'll find at Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers in Donaldson, Hermitage, Tusculum, Hendersonville, and Murfreesboro, with bowling, games, food, drink, and entertainment for all ages. Enjoy an enhanced experience in Hendersonville or Murfreesboro, where they feature additional fun with bumper cars, laser tag, roller skating, and more. All locations are open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit online at strikeandspare.com. Strike and Spare, where fun is bowling.
Hey, the next time you need urgent care, instead of sitting in a dreaded waiting room, call Medical House Calls to give you the care you need in the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Medical House Calls treats everything an urgent care can and provides a variety of preventative healthcare services, including IV therapy, NAD, and a cutting-edge weight loss program that is proven to work. Medical House Calls delivers the highest quality care for children, adults, and seniors. Scheduling appointments is super easy. Go to medicalhousecalls.com, medicalhousecalls.com, and click on Schedule an Appointment. It's that easy. Medical House Calls. The nearest clinic is where you are.
It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week. Exclusively on your home for the best high school football coverage in Tennessee. WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station.
And we're back live. WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week, Week 1 for our broadcast. And that win belongs to the Patriots from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Oakland with the win, 35-0 over a Independence team. Currently right now 0-2 on the year. But you know what? That zero column is not going to last long.
Hopefully not. Let's see it jump up.
Yeah, I think it will. I mean, let us take a look at Independence schedule. I know next week they get Page. But this is a school that they'll play anybody. And that's what you like. I have an issue with coaches that they schedule those winnable games.
Right, yeah. They
You
take
know what
the
I'm
easy way
saying?
out sometimes
Right.
a little
Easy
bit.
way out games. Next week they have Page.
Mm-hmm.
So not only do you play the 6A state runner-up, you then next week, well, you get to play the team that won the 5A state championship in the Page Patriots. So this looks like it's going to be pretty interesting, and we'll get a score check with this Page and Giles County game rather. Right now, 28-0, still the score, about 1 minute and 33 seconds and counting left in that game. That is the MyTV 30 game of the week, and Sinclair, man, they're doing some big things. I mean, they had a game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You got one tonight. They got one tomorrow. So, week 1 of high school football. What a time to be had here in the Mid-State. Going back to Independence and their schedule. Next week at Page. Then you go to Centennial, another tough match. You come back home September 13th versus Franklin. At September 20th, Beach. You go to Ravenwood on the 27th. At Overton on the 4th. At Fairview versus Brentwood versus Summit. Rough schedule.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited to see it, though. And that's like kind of like you said. We like the teams that maybe like to put themselves in a David and Goliath situation where they can kind of challenge the big dog in town or the big dog in their whatever, around them and see what they're made of and hopefully try to get better from it. And maybe, next year they come back a little bit stronger, a little bit tougher, and can actually, be one of the bigger dogs around town.
And yeah, Independence was a program that last year they went 5-6 in the 2022 season as well. Lost, as I stated earlier, if you've been listening to the broadcast, they lost to Smyrna in the first round of the playoffs. But again, this is a school, they're going to churn out good athletes year after year.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get effort. You're not going to get a team that's just going to fold and just let things happen. That's just not going to be the case.
No, that's good.
And again, I think this Independence team, if I can make a too early guess prediction, I can really see this team like 6-4.
Yeah, making it positive this year.
I think they go 6-4 this year. Some really tough matchups as the season unfolds. But I will say this, and I think they get one that people don't think they don't want to say they deserve. That's not the case, but I think they get one that people don't expect. So we'll watch out and see how that goes. Now, on the other end, Oakland, well, they go down to Texas. They have Anna High School out of Anna, Texas. The Anna High School Coyotes. They get a chance to play. Where should we start? God, when it comes to the state of Texas.
Yeah, it's just big dog after big dog down there.
I mean, small class to large class. I mean, you don't show up, you will get shipped out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they say there's 2 things that come out of Texas, and you better hope that you don't become the second one. I'll tell you that much.
Okay. Well, looking at Oakland's schedule for the remainder of the season, Haywood, Antioch, at Blackman versus Rockville. 2 home games against Rockville and Siegel. Go to Coffee County. Tough, at times can be a tough game. That's going to be a region matchup for Oakland. Ravenwood, and then this year at Riverdale. Last year they lost to Riverdale on a 2-point conversion. And I had made this statement last year, and it turned out to be true. When Oakland lost that game, I said on these airwaves, whomever gets Oakland in the first round of the playoffs will get a pissed-off team. And, yeah, they showed it.
Yeah, I mean, that's good, though, when you come back and you really show that, you didn't maybe necessarily deserve that loss, or you can show that you're better than that loss. It's nice when you see a team come back like that from a loss and then really just show the next people, like, hey, this is who we are. We're not a losing team.
Well, speaking of coming back after a loss, we'll see what Hendersonville does after losing. They lost to Gallatin today, 19-16. So a big win for the Green Wave of Gallatin High School. East Robinson defeating Liberty Creek 30-0. The Startup Liberty Creek program making headway down there in Sumner County. Good things to come for that program as well. Got a chance to get a score update from the JP2 East Nashville game. East Nashville has now come back.
Oh.
Current score, 26-21.
Still close, though. They could still turn it back around. How much time is left in that game?
Well, don't know all that. But I just know right now East Nashville has a 5-point lead over a very well-coached Brian Sneed-led Pope Prep program.
Yeah, they do have a good program over there. A lot of my cousins went to that school, and they said, my one cousin didn't get to play much, but it was a good program. I saw a few games, and they have a really nice stadium, too, that will tell you what.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I will say out of all of the schools in Sumner County, I think they have a nice stadium and a commitment to athletics for sure.
Oh, yeah.
They like to call it the shining city on the hill. So I was actually the play-by-play announcer there for about 4.5. Well, you can't say half, but we'll just say 5 years. And knowing that for it being not the largest private school, but again a commitment to athletics. I mean, the players that have come out of there, the most famous Golden Tate.
Yeah.
What's funny is Coach Sneed and Golden Tate played on the same team.
Oh, wow.
At JP2. Antoine Roberts, the now recently departed Elijah Robb, who broke the single school rushing record last season, had 1,726 yards and 15 rushing touchdowns. And he's taking his talents down to Campbellsville, Kentucky. So he accepted a scholarship at Campbellsville, but a lot of a youth movement there last year. Went 3-8, lost in the first round of the playoffs to North Point Christian out of guess where? South Haven, Mississippi.
Well, yeah, Mississippi will do that to you.
And then I say that because, they're on that border line with Memphis.
Yeah.
And they are still a part of the TSSAA. So that is in JP2 moving down from AAA to AA. And that's, kind of how they ended up getting that game for the playoffs. So interesting year of high school football getting ready to unfold, and we'll have it all for you. We'll take our final break. We'll be right back. This is the WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week post-game show brought to you by Wesley Mortgage, Medical House Calls, Tim Leeper Roofing, Omni Nashville Hotel, Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers. Fans, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
When you're away from home and you want down-home cooking, Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel is the answer. Excellent, fresh, and local, just like Grandma used to make. Start your day with a Music City omelet and some prime rib hash, or a cast-iron waffle with Nashville hot chicken. For those wanting variety, hit the biggest breakfast buffet in Music City. And, of course, the world-famous Biscuit Bar. Start your day with the fresh, local, and down-home cooking of Kitchen Notes at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 5th Avenue, downtown.
It's the Bill King Show.
If I ever told you my disdain for spring games, they are useless, they are irrelevant, they are not representative of a real college football game, nor does it tell you what you need to be looking out for once your team gets on the field for fall games that do count, that do go in the record books, and do mean something.
Weekday mornings beginning at 6 on Sports Radio 560 on 95.9 FM.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
There aren't any cops around.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good.
Hey, I can hold my liquor. I drink and drive all the time.
If you put away some drinks, put away your keys. Fans don't let fans drive drunk.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the TSSAA and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Bob's Steak and Chop House, located in the Omni Nashville Hotel, is a nationally renowned steakhouse specializing in the finest corn-fed Midwestern prime beef. The menu formula is simple: incredible meat, gigantic shrimp, fabulous salads, and decadent desserts. Start your experience at Bob's with the fried calamari or fresh scallops seared in Texas burnt honey. All the beef at Bob's Steak and Chop House are USDA prime cuts, from the traditional filet of tenderloin and ribeye to the adventurous Kansas City bone-in strip. They even have 2 different surf and turf options. And if you're looking for the other white meat, Bob's Steak and Chop House serves a dry-aged pork tomahawk with homemade applesauce. Fresh seafood is on the menu, from salmon to scampi, and even fresh lobster tail. For reservations, give them a call or log on to the Omni Nashville Hotel website. Bob's Steak and Chop House at the Omni Nashville Hotel.
It's the MidState Checkdown High School Football Game of the Week, exclusively on your home for the best high school football coverage in Tennessee. WNSR, Nashville's first 24-hour sports station.
Post-game wrap-up show, WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week. It's a final for Week 1. Oakland, 35. Independence unable to get on the board. Oakland with 394 yards of total offense. Independence held to under 160. It was all Oakland in the first quarter. They ended the first quarter with a 14-0 lead, would then go on to halftime and lead 21-0, would then score 14 more points in the second half. And last time I checked, that equals 35. So a good game by Oakland. And Deuce Morris did not get a chance to play tonight. Don't know the ramifications behind that. Not going to really get into it from what, let's just be honest, I mean, not necessarily needed.
Right, no.
And so, well, we say all that, and that brings us now to the voice of Westmoreland football. Jeff Combs with the G. How you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm fantastic. I'm glad to talk to you guys here tonight. Started another season. I can't believe it's already here.
So what year is this at Westmoreland for you?
This is year 3 at Westmoreland. I was at Station Camp a long time before that, but 3 years up here on the rocks here at Westmoreland with the Eagles.
On the rocks, yeah. 2A school last year that went 5-6. They ran in a Marion County, lost 21-7 in the 2A state playoffs. And I was talking with my producer. I was like, one thing I love about Westmoreland, they're like a coin toss. You never know what you're going to get. And whatever you get, you got to live with. A school that I want to say, in 2021, they went 3-8. 2022, 7-5. You go to the second round of the playoffs. You meet Tyner Academy. You lose 42-17. We just mentioned last year. And Jeff, when you look at this team this year, they get a big rivalry game at Macon County. Talk about that.
Oh, we're excited about that one. It's been a tough rivalry on our end. I believe they've beaten us 4 straight times at this point. But if I could go back to one thing you talked about a moment ago there, it's been kind of hit or miss in terms of wins or losses. But I promise you that every time our boys suit up, it is a game you remember because they play hard every snap of the game. That part has never been a coin flip for this group. But the wins and losses, really a lot of it comes down to our offense being able to put up points. Looking forward to seeing our new senior quarterback, Cade Perry, taking over for Jacob Richardson from last year. He's going to be a little bit of a speedster. We're going to have a lot of quarterback motion, I think, out of the good old wing tee this year. But I think that offense and us putting points up on the board will be the question because our defense is going to be able to bring it every snap of the game.
Who's that wonderful quarterback of yours throwing football to?
Well, he's got Cooper White is going to be one of the stars you're going to hear me talk about all season long. He's going to be all over the field. He starts as a wing back with the wing tee set up, but he'll be wing back, he'll be fullback, he'll be wide receiver. We'll get him all over the field, get the ball in his hands because he's special. He can make things happen. there as a senior this year for Westmoreland.
As an announcer, sometimes when you deal with a run-based offense, do you even get surprised when you see a pass?
A little bit, but I know Coach Perry has gotten beyond the traditional wing tee. Like he loves having the elements and the foundation of the wing tee to what he does, but he likes mixing some other things in, and I think he's going to let his son, Kate Perry, put the ball in the air a little bit this year. We'll see how that works out.
Okay.
I'm excited to see it, though.
That's interesting. Well, let's go up and down this schedule while we have the time. I mean, at Macon County, big rivalry. Then
big
August 30th,
game.
you have Clay County. That's a home match.
That one's been a close game, been a one-score game last couple of years, too. That one's always a tough matchup because they're always well-coached as well.
Then you go to White House Heritage.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson County at Monterey, Liberty Creek. At East Robinson, Smith County. Then go to Portland. And I stopped here for a reason. And I know we only have a couple minutes left, but anytime Westmoreland and Portland play each other, golly, what a time can be had out there on the football field.
Oh, absolutely, between these two teams. Yeah, I mean, you said it perfectly. These two teams have a rivalry. We start with Macon and then with Portland, and Trousdale County is a big rivalry too, so it kind of bookends on both ends for us. I think kind of season-wide, we're going to be talking about our region coming down to 3 teams for 2 spots. I think East Robertson is fantastic. They had a great win over Liberty Creek tonight. I think Smith County is really good as well. The question is really going to come between Monterey, Trousdale, and us for the 3, 4, 5 spots, I think.
We shall see how this unfolds. And, Jeff, it's always fun to talk to you. Continue to call in and keep us updated on the Westmoreland Eagles. And have a good broadcast tomorrow. You enjoy the rest of your night.
All right, sounds good. I'll talk to you next week.
All right, sounds good. Well, that was Jeff Combs. Jeff with a G. I like when, people will have common names. They just like to switch up the alphabets. I like to give people a hard time about that. But, I mean, being the announcer down there, I know him personally at Westmoreland for a few years. And, like he stated, he spent a lot of time at station camp and good at what he does. Yeah. Very much so good at what he does. A lot of those guys down there in Sumner County, to me, I think some of the best announcers in the state of Tennessee. But that's going to wrap up our WNSR MidState Checkdown Game of the Week. Final score, Week 1, Oakland 35, Independent 0. Next week, we'll be live from Rockvale High School. The Smyrna Bulldogs won't have to travel too far down. They don't even really have to get on the interstate to go play Rockvale. So that is our Week 2 Game of the Week next week. And tomorrow, you can join Greg Pogue and Coach Bubba Spears from 8 to 9 with Prep Football Talk. And then join Greg Pogue for yet another hour, one-on-one with Greg Pogue. Well, fans, it's been a fun night. And looking forward to the rest of the season. Have a wonderful night, Nashville.
coffee beans, things like pay-per-view